Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.
Alright, B.
What?
So I know that you quit Spotify early on. You went to Apple. You betrayed the pod a little bit. Not gonna lie, but you went to Apple. It's all right. I get the whole ecosystem thing. What's your rap looking like though?
My rap, I can go to Spotify and check out the little bit of it I have. You know what I'm saying? I had I think my number one artist was ScHoolboy Q because I listened to Blue Lips like crazy in the top half of the year, like insanely amount. My second artist B, I think it was Kendrick Lamar because Euphoria came out around that time, and I was playing that a lot. And I think Vince Staples was in one of my like top three
For Dark Times?
Yeah, and then my because I left, I think I hit close to 30,000 in 6 or 7 months of hours, but my top song B was oh my god, it was I think I screenshotted it. My top song was, I'm trying to think, was it it was like a guy, I can't think of his name. I talked about him before. Polo X, I think. No, look, dude, it was ScHoolboy Q, Slum Village was and Mike and Mavi and Rock Marciano. I guess that was my Apple one when I thought about Kendrick Lamar. But yeah, it was ScHoolboy Q, Slum Village, Mavi, Mike, and Rock Marciano was my top 5. And say I listened to 2,173 new artists. I'm like, how? What was my top song? I thought I freaking. I guess I didn't screenshot my top song. What about you, B?
My Spotify Wrapped, which I'm not beating the hip hop head allegations.
Yeah.
Because last year, my number one listened to person, or I guess group, was Lil Brother.
Yeah.
This year, it's Nas.
It's Nas? Oh, you played a lot of Nas this year?
Yeah, I mean, Nas is one of my favorite rappers.
My top song was Facts by Kenny Mason. I kept playing that song, bro.
What album is that off of?
It's a little EP he did.
See, I didn't listen to that one. Okay.
Facts. That's on fire.
Yeah, I didn't listen to that one. But yeah, my top artists, Nas, Yeet, Future, Kanye West, and number 5 is...
Who? Say that again?
Kanye West.
Your second one.
Yeet? You know I went through a whole discography dive on
I thought you did. So you re-listened to everything from Yeet?
Just to see, because you was like, how's the sound change? So I'm like, okay, let me re-listen to it so that way I could, because the one thing about this show is that this is our first year doing this. So for me to really be able to articulate myself, and it's like not coming off of like, I need a refresher a bit. That's the best way I can say it. So for me, I'm like, okay, I need to see the progression. That way I can articulate like how each album actually does sound the same, even though it's within the same like subgenre itself. And so I re-listened to most of Yeet stuff. Basically the stuff where he got like super popular.
Right.
I didn't re-listen to every single thing, but I did go back. And there's just some stuff from Yeet that I just love. Like, earlier on in this year, I was going to the gym a lot. And so, I play a lot of Yeet when I'm in the gym because it's a real big turn-up. It's a lot of turn-up music. But plus, when it comes to Yeet, he plays a streaming number game, like I said. So he puts all them tracks on there. You listen to one Yeet album. Me, I'm an album guy. So listen to one Yeet album. That's like 20-something songs right there.
But his first projects was more shorter, right? Or was this, he did that in the middle? Like he'd drop a few ones that was like what?
No, he only has like 1 or 2 short projects.
Short? Oh, I thought okay.
No, they were all right, like medium before he blew up. But since he blew up, they've been at least over 15 tracks. I'm just like, God, you could have such perfect albums for what you do if you would just cut it down, cut that track list down. I get it though, because these kids, they're more of that mind of, let me put these concepts out instead of just developing a full song. And I'll have some people that I'll talk about that later on within today's episode. But yeah, I think that's a big problem with a lot of the young kids now, besides them lacking identity and creativity with what they do. They put out concepts more so than actual songs. And to me, that's most important. You got to have a good sounding song.
I think it's like, it's the Uzi effect of like when Uzi used to do Uzi never was like, I guess he did a little bit, like just do some sounds in the song, but it was more of a feeling, it's a vibe. So I feel like a lot of these new artists are going off that vibe now. Because I remember just listening to Uzi back then and like not even caring about what he's saying. It's just the feeling it gives you. And I think a lot of kids are like running with that right now.
Yeah, that plus I think leaks. Because you hear such a short leak like the...
and like leaks.
The Playboy Cardi one, the Kid Cudi one. Like that Kid Cudi song
that was
or whatever.
Crazy.
Like, that song wasn't long, but, everybody loved that song itself. And so, I know Boss Man D-Lo was talking about it, I think, on $1 Million Worth of Game, where he's like, I only do 2 hooks in a verse.
Songs,
Like, I do short songs, because when it comes to, like, them DJing, they're not going to play the full song. It comes on the radio, and I'm like, I get it, that's smart, but I hate the fact that that's what we're leaning
That's
towards
what we
in the
in
culture.
now.
But I mean, that's a smart move though, because it's like, why do I have to make a full song when you gonna cut my song off anyway?
Facts.
The places where I need it to be played at, you're not gonna play the full
Yeah.
song. So I'm just like, that's smart, and everybody, oh, he's killing these type of thoughts are killing the culture. I'm like, well, then you got to kill the DJs and the radio then, because they're the ones that's killing that even more. That's the reason why he's doing that.
That's how it is now, bro. That's the part of like what happens when things get, I guess, I don't know if you could technically call this innovation, because you go to, like, let's say having a cell phone, right? It used to be big as hell, big old phones, and everything gets smaller, more bite-sized things, usually used to like have easy accessibility. So I feel like music, in a way, it feels like a lot in hip hop, because we have clubs, the radio, people DJing, doing other things with, like, even though I know you got electric music, but like when it comes to like hip hop, it feels like we're trying to innovate in a way to like make things come out faster, doing all these things, and it's just, I don't know, it's becoming watered down in a way.
Yeah, I think because, and I hate when like, I love my old heads, and I know they got mad at the OTR guy this weekend because of the whole Unk thing. I think the problem, this is the one time I agree with the Unks, but I also disagree with them as well, and I got to give it pushback. Oh yeah, our rappers back then had way more identity, they were way more creative. Y'all also had way less stuff to go off of back then, so y'all had to like do something different or new if it didn't fit your style.
I feel like they had more, I feel like it's harder to be.
They had more room to like
They had
grow.
more room to grow, and they was touching things that haven't been touched yet. Now, when you have a genre that's been very like, you touched on points of like different type of creativity in this genre now, bro. Like, what hip hop not touched? Back then, they had a whole plethora of like freaking soul beats, electronic, anything they like rock. So they feel they had it all. Now I feel like it's harder to have an identity. Like, that's why it's hard. That's why it's hard to be like, when I hate to do this to artists, and like you even say like you're comparing them to other artists, because it's so much people that it's hard to do something that nobody else is doing.
Yeah, especially
like,
now.
It's so hard. That's why I was like, us thinking about, I think like early this year, we always like, who's gonna be the next guy? It's kind of those next guys, like we were saying, some of them passed away, and a lot of people now, like, kind of, younger kids are like going off their style. You know what I mean? It's like, what else could you do? It's kind of hard to reinvent yourself or create a new identity.
Yeah, because I think, and I hate to say this, and I was thinking about this, I'm like, the last classic album I think we had, the last two that I could think of off top, Astro World, I think that's a classic hip hop album. But it didn't like innovate the sound. It just innovated more of what Travis was doing.
Because he made it.
But I think innovation-wise, I think the last classic that we've had, and even though a lot of people don't want to acknowledge it as a classic, especially the old heads, Whole Lotta Red. Because that created a whole new subgenre.
Because it did something different.
You revolutionized a whole new subgenre where there's kids out here where I'm just like, oh, Yeet, he's a huge artist now. Whole Lotta Red. Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely. Whole Lotta Red. Rich Amiri. Whole Lotta Red. Nettspend, who we're going to talk about later today. Whole Lotta Red. A whole bunch of them are stemming from Whole Lotta Red. And I will say Playboi Carti, he's not the most innovative like artist. Like, his past two albums, I could see where you would get some nods and stuff from. But Whole Lotta Red dang near infused like hip hop and a rock star like style to it. Not like the rock like Kenny Mason's doing, but like a rock star like style.
I know what you're saying about Whole Lotta Red, but for me, man, I feel like Die Lit get overlooked. Because a lot of stuff of Whole Lotta Red, to me, some of that's not a lot of it, but a good amount of it, it starts off with like the Die Lit a little bit.
I agree.
Because I felt more Nettspend, Die Lit on even though I know what you mean with some of the other stuff. But I feel like Die Lit was more like, but I know Whole Lotta Red is when Cardi was like, I'm fully in this sound.
Think the way that Cardi attacks songs, it's all like the Die Lit formula. But the way he like reinvents it a bit, or not reinvents it, but he reutilizes it on Whole Lotta Red, especially with the sound. And plus the whole, when I think Uzi, his aesthetic helped push that as well, with the whole rock star thing, or like, oh, I'm a rock star. And then the whole mosh pit era of hip hop. I think all this with Whole Lotta Red helped push like this mosh pit era of hip hop.
Cause me, Die Lit, the true classic, bro.
Nah,
yes, bro.
Die Lit is good, but Whole Lotta Red is definitely like, I can point to that one. I'm like, that's it, right?
But we that's different. But I just think Die Lit is a much better album than a Whole Lotta Red.
I will say
like a rock star.
Die Lit has a lot better.
Then it starts you off with Long Time, bro. Oh my god.
It has to me, it's like, and I think the sequencing of it in terms of like Playboi Carti, then Die Lit, then Whole Lotta Red. It's like the perfect midpoint, because it's like you can see where it's going a Whole Lotta Red, but you can see where it's evolving from Playboi Carti.
I got you.
But yeah. But I didn't even get into my top songs. I think my top songs were One of One. I played that like over 100 times.
101. That's the
Gunna.
the
It's the
Gunna
second
version,
track on there.
And Running was crazy.
Number 2, Act 5 by Four Bats. It's one of the songs, Break a Vase or whatever. There Goes Another Vase. Number 3, Mario's How Could You. I just love that song. Every time that's like one of my favorite R&B songs. I think I almost like that more than Let Me Love You. Almost. Number 4, 007 by Currency. After I went to Covert Coup earlier this year. That's the one. That and Scottie Pippen are the songs I just like. Ooh. And number 5 is Breathe by Yeet because he put that little regular show sample up in the song.
Breathe is crazy. Bro, my son loved that song.
That song to me, it just gives me that Batman Beyond vibes when Terry McGinnis is in
But that had to go off in the gym for you.
Oh yeah. But see, look, before I lift the weight up, I gotta let his vocals come in right before that. I'm like, ooh.
For some reason, I feel like that song should have been bigger than what it was. Because it could fit so many, like, because I know they used it in some of the NBA moments in TNT, but it's like, you can use that for a lot of things, especially when it comes to entertainment, in my opinion. I just thought that song it could have been bigger.
I think
especially for the production.
I think the problem is Yeet.
Think it's Yeet?
I don't feel like he really like be out here pushing what he does.
All the labels, whatever.
Yeah, but also Yeet is like a huge name. Even though I guess he had one of the quickest fall offs this year with, his last album going on Billboard, being on there for like a week or two and then falling off. Yeah. Even though it went number 1. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's Yeet. Did Ian even chart?
Probably, I don't know.
Hey, we're the numbers cast, B.
Hey, we got to get into the numbers, man.
But welcome to another episode of Beyond Beats and Culture. I am your host, the cultural commentator, Chase the Dark Sage. Here with my co-host.
I'm T, a.k.a. Moody Marlin, you know what I'm saying?
And we're here for another episode of a show where we actually talk about the music. We're not journalists. We give our real raw opinions. And we're actually here to compete. You know what I'm saying? We're here to be number 1. You get what I'm saying? I missed the block man this year because I've been blocked by so many people. And I was something crazy.
Bro, it's so crazy. Like, the guy that follows, like, everybody blocked you is insane to me. Like, just because it was a joke. It wasn't it wasn't a joke. It was just, like, humor to, like, yo, check us out as well. Like, you're number 2, pretty much. Just, like, humorous. Like, come on,
like,
bro.
I'm competing him.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm the number 1. What is that? Yeah. I'm the number 1 journalist or whatever. I'm just like, but it's like, come on, dog. We trying to do our thing over here, too. Plus, we're a better hip-hop show than y'all anyway. We don't do any. We actually talk about the music. We don't rely on drama.
They compromise, V.
Facts.
They compromise, man.
But we actually talk about the music over here. And today, we got a lot to talk about with Jay-Z having a bit of a weird case. A lot of new albums coming out. A lot of albums coming out this week, which we're going to have to literally thin this herd to see what all we want to listen to. We also got certain things to announce, like Kendrick and SZA finally announcing their stadium tour. J. Cole's 2014 Forest Hills Drive spending 10 years on the Billboard charts. We got 3 albums to review. A-Hype, Chaos 3, Smino, maybe a Nirvana, and Nettspend, Bad A Effing Kid. He definitely sounds like one on that goddamn album. He, he needed a spanking to even go to that studio. We also got a few things to talk about, like Dave Luntz disrespecting Big Mo. Oh, I can't wait to cook on this one. I'm glad you put this in there. I didn't think to put this one in here.
Yeah, I just knew it was a topic.
I was like,
people was talking about.
I gotta cook, especially us being from Texas. I gotta cook. Andrew Schulz response to Kendrick, which I didn't think we was gonna talk about this one, but I have my thoughts, my opinions. Not too much to say about it, but I
just knew we was lacking a little discussion. I was like, yo, this is something that was popping off on the timeline, so let's put this in there.
And lastly, Complex's top 2024 albums reaction.
And this is something I didn't see, so let me look at.
Yeah, I perused a bit. Then I was like, nah, I gotta say this for the show.
That's what I saw. I saw them having it. I saw that part, but that's it.
We'll talk about it later in the show. But before we actually get into the show, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video if you haven't already on the YouTube side of things. But this show is available everywhere, including Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, I guess. Spotify, we can actually watch the video version of this as well because we was in the top 20% video podcast on Spotify. That was pretty fire right there. And if you're nasty enough, Amazon Music. Ask you know who. Starts with an A and ends with an A. I'm not going to say it on here so I don't activate it for y'all. You can ask her, yo, play Beyond Beats and Culture. And she's going to say, oh, the most fire show on the planet right now for hip-hop? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play that for you. In fact, all the episodes. Go ahead and do that for me, Amazon Music. But don't forget to support on all those platforms as well by leaving a rating. We were rated 5 stars for this year as well. Sir. Leave a rating. Make sure you watch. Comment your thoughts down below. But if you don't got a comment some emojis. Fire emojis. film emoji. I don't care what emoji you actually use. Just use an emoji or something to actually comment to help boost us within the algorithm. That way you can see this show grow right here.
Yes,
you see the show grow, the production grow. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I highly advise you to go to the YouTube side of things because that's where we upload daily clips in case you cannot watch everything. But if you are in tune with the show, you already know that we have timestamps down in the description down below that where we actually detail every single thing that we talk about basically into certain sections because the show is divided up in 4 sections. We divide it up into the sections. You go to the timestamp to see what we're talking about. Everything will be in the show notes. And we do divide the show up by 4 sections. What we've been jamming, where we give our first impressions, the hip-hop news, current events, and new releases and announcements. We also got album reviews because we actually talk about music on here.
Sir.
And we got hip-hop discussions and sometimes some Twitter takes. But before we get into today's show, how have you been?
Me. Great introduction, man. Come on, bro. I would have choked on my tongue. But hey, I've been doing good, B. Had a little Christmas program to go to for the kid. Bro was out there doing his little funky dances and stuff like that. Bro, I had to bribe him. He was like, no, I don't want to do it. I said, you know what, bro? I said, hey, you go in there and you do your best performance. Daddy get you a toy before Christmas. You know what I'm saying? He said, all right. Bro got up there and say nothing. All right, I got you. Bro was up there doing his little dance, jumping around and everything, bro. I was like, proud. Had to go get him some Legos. So he's in the Legos. So we all been working on the Legos every night.
Does he know how to read? Like read the instructions?
Nah. That's me and his mom doing that for him right now. He's learning how to read. I've been teaching him how to read and write. But he wanted a Lego. He wanted a Cop City. So he has like
the game?
No, it's like a cop Lego city. So right now we working on the cop lady and the car and stuff like that. That's been pretty cool right there. But what about you, B? How you been?
I'm all right, man. Last week I finally watched Speak No Evil.
Speak No Evil?
I finally watched that. The one with James McAvoy.
With James McAvoy, yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
I finally watched
What'd
that.
you think
movie.
about it?
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a remake of another movie.
It's a remake?
So yeah, it's a remake of a foreign film that came out 2 years ago. Same name and everything.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and basically, like, there's some differences. They said, like, especially with the ending, that's where it majorly differs in the American version versus the actual remake itself, or the remake. Because, I mean, with the original, I tried to read I read the summary of it because I'm like, okay, everybody in the comment section of this video, they keep saying, like, oh, like, the original was way more creepy, but the ending of the American one, it's a bit more like, like the anticipation and the, dang, what is it? I forgot the word, but it's much better as a thriller. But in the actual original one, it's a lot more creepy and sinister. And I had to read the ending for that one because it does differ. Like, it's completely different. And I was like, oh.
B, one question for me. Would you have left that little kid, the boy at the end? I would have drove off.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm out my business.
I would have drove off, bro.
Because first of all,
after we gotta wait.
Yeah,
I said, go, leave him.
Facts. But also, there was so many times in that movie where, and I get it, it's this thriller and it's like a horror movie. They're gonna make some stupid decisions.
Bro,
I'm just like, as black people, we would do that. People would do that.
No, I'm not hanging out with you. I'm not coming over. No.
Facts. Like, it's like, I don't even know you. You want me to spend a weekend with you guys? It's like, no.
That dinner when they went over to old dude house being weird over there, she acted like she was with a. I was like, all right, we got.
Then the worst part, the part where I would have dipped, where he says like, oh, you need help with the bill. Oh, you got that thing?
Yeah.
Bro, what?
Thanks, bro. They was tripping on that movie. I liked it though. I enjoyed it.
No, I enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I want to see the original, but I already read the ending. I don't need to watch the whole thing because they said, like, as a movie, they said like the American one is a bit
better as a film,
especially with James McAvoy and certain parts of the movie like that. But like I said, the original, the ending is where it really differs. Where I'm just like, like that's all. I just need to read it.
Right.
That's all I needed to actually like get that satisfaction from me. You get what I'm saying? But and I've been playing Epic Mickey recently.
What the hell is this?
I have no idea. Oh, that's Child Lee. He be with Cash Cobain in them.
Oh, that's him.
They made a whole. I think they made like an album or two together.
He's so freaky, bro.
Hey, what's it called? Sexy Drill. That's why.
Them niggas are horny, bro.
I agree. And I've been playing, like I said, I've been playing Epic Mickey, and I've been enjoying that. It's just a little fun.
Oh yeah, that's the one you was telling me about the chainsaw.
No,
I'm bugging.
that's Lollipop Chainsaw. Epic Mickey is Mickey Mouse and all that. Yeah, I thought about getting your son that.
Yeah,
but I was like, no, there's way too much reading in this game. Like, and then no, I'm like, no little kid. No little kid needs to play this if they don't know how to read. Right, they don't know how to really like put things together.
I've been playing Nina Cooney, the original. Well, not the original, but the first one that came out. Because I played the second one. I didn't know that they had the remastered version of the first one on Xbox Game Pass. I'm like,
oh, you got Game Pass?
Oh yeah,
How much do you pay for?
Bro, I got it for 3 months free right now.
Because you just got Windows.
Yeah, just got the Windows, and then I think it'll be $15 or something like that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. And I'm downloading each game I like before. I don't want it to run out, my space, but I had to get that beat. So I've been playing that, and it's so dope because Studio Ghibli, right? I don't know.
Ghibli,
whatever. They did the animation for that. So like parts of the like cutscenes, it's like you watching a.
Oh,
anime,
there's the cutscenes actually animated.
Yeah, some of them are, and it's like Studio Ghibli production. It's like this crazy. It's like you going in and out of an anime movie back into the game. So it's pretty dope.
I couldn't play no RPG like that. They way too long. That's why Epic Mickey is more of my speed, where it's like a platformer. I ain't gotta put too much time into it, especially with how much I do with the content.
I'm playing Nina Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. So
yeah, never heard of that one. I only heard of the one on PS4.
Yeah, that's the one I remember I bought around the time we was, at the apartment back then.
But besides all that, what have you been jamming since the last episode?
Oh man, so I jammed this album last night. Shout out to Dead End Hip Hop. So I get on my freaking YouTube channel, Subbox. I see, Dead End Hip Hop reviewing Name Tag, Alexander, and Nameless for Namesake 2. Never heard of this guy. I think Nameless. I think I know about him because he's a producer, but I never heard of Name Tag Alexander. So I was like, okay, put me on. Y'all been putting me on the music for the last 13 years of my life. Because you showed me Dead End Hip Hop back then, and so I was like, let me check it out. Clicked it. I played it, B. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just some of like, what's up? You
gotta start out like that. You gotta, because you don't want to be mean.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna be because it's not like a review. I listened to this once. This is my first impressions of you. I just felt like some of the stuff with quality wise, like I know, everybody don't have the. The availability to certain like mixers or something like that, but some of the stuff it felt like it was missing something like quality wise, like it just didn't fill up the production. And some of the beats on here are pretty good, you know what I'm saying? But it was just things like Championship Feeling was just not good to me. Detroit Player Sample with the Biggie was cool, and like I didn't really care for the Tuss song, like he was rapping and like Tuss, and I don't know. And some of this like Nobody's kind of like. I don't know, bro. It was missing something from this. Let Me Live was I love the production on that. It was like a different approach from what they was doing on the project. But I don't know. Maybe I need a few more listens. Some of you guys should check it out. I don't want to go too into it because it's not a review. Don't want nobody to get in their feelings about what I'm saying about that project.
Because you will get tagged.
This is just my first impression of your project. You know what I'm saying? Of your album. And if any of you guys want to check them out, it's Name Tag Alexander and Nameless for Namesake 2. I probably will give it a few more listens, but I don't know. I don't know, man. That first track I liked it. It was the one I showed you with the Freddie the sample. I liked that track. And then I don't know. The rest of the project didn't live up to that to me. But that's all I gotta say. Name Tag Alexander and Nameless for Namesake 2.
Okay. My part of what we've been jamming today, it's gonna be a bit, it's gonna have a lot of projects in there because what I've been doing. Shout out to you for this idea last week. Yeah. I've been revisiting a lot of albums that we previously reviewed on the channel, especially the ones that I had kind of strong feelings for, or I kind of had mixed feelings for, or just albums that we really enjoyed in general, just to see where I lied at, and just to see how time has really changed my perspective. And for you guys that don't know, this is our first year, like I said earlier in the episode, this is our first year doing this. So a lot of times when we are like listening to an album, we have to also have that pressure of, how do I feel about this? How do I feel about this? We have that pressure of, how do I articulate how I feel about this or that? When I'm re-listening to it right now and I do what we've been jamming, it feels a bit more freeform because I'm like, all right, these are my first impressions. Right. This is how I felt like going into this like right here. And so I'm going to start off with some of the stuff that that's new that came out this weekend. But then later on, this is what we've been jamming. I'm going to talk about some of the albums I've been re-listening to. That way I can just boom, 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 boom. But one of the first albums I listened to, actually, technically, this is the last one because I didn't know it came out until I forgot the hip hop channel, but he put out a review of it, and I'm like, Bun B put out Trill Static 4? Him and Static Selector?
My homie was in the studio with him, bro.
You need to give me the hook up.
It is crazy. I was gonna hit him up. I was like, yo, bro, what's going on? I didn't know they was actually working on the album, bro. But I was on Instagram and I saw it. I'm like, you in the studio? What do they work? I didn't know it was out.
I need a little connections with him. Because if you guys don't know, if you are new here, Bun B is my favorite rapper of all time. Some people think we're from South Oklahoma, whatever. But Bun B is my favorite rapper of all time. Shout out to Houston right there. And Bun B, man, I got on him really badly early on this year because I think he came out with one of the worst projects I heard this year. I've been compiling my list B, top 10 worst projects. Yokozuna Trill, it is definitely on there. I'm sorry, Bun B. I got to hold you accountable because I hold you to a higher standard. I don't hold you to the highest standard because, you know, you kind of older. Like, you know, so I give you a bit of a grace with that. But that Yokozuna Trill, I'm like, this is not it. But I do love your Trill Static series. And if you don't know what Trill Static is, it's a series of albums where Bun B and Static Selector get together and do a live album. So I think he maybe produces live Static Selector while Bun B writes his raps live. People come to the studio and they either write their raps or they come like, oh, like this the beat right here, let me get on this one. You know, they write their raps. They also record live as well. So it's a whole little event right here. I missed it because I didn't know Bun B was doing this. Bun B doesn't get on Twitter like that, and I don't be on Instagram like that. And Spotify, being an L, did not notify me, even though I'm following Bun B, that he came out with this. And so I went to Spotify so quick yesterday because I was on YouTube scrolling because I was looking for a video to watch. Then I saw that come out. I'm like, oh, I gotta check this out. Bun B, man.
Yeah.
I respect Bun B so much because he's still in that studio, still trying to get that pen sharp and ready to go, you know, to compete with the younger rappers nowadays. A lot of times, obviously, it's Static Selector on the production, so he's going to get some of those Griselda guys on there, some guys that are from the East Coast that are rapidy rappers. You know, he's going to get them Terminology, Graph, all these people that I really don't know of until Bun B puts them on an album. And I will say that I respect Bun B a lot for creating this album live. And basically giving a platform for all these other artists and him embracing all these other artists.
You know, Static Selector bring that out of him, though.
Yeah.
It's like he know that Static gonna, you know, he's gonna bring some guys that about that pen work. And then, you know, freaking Bun gonna go off. Like, I know you probably felt bad, like he was phoning in those, you know, those last verses on the Trill. But on here, you know, Static like, yo, hey, Bun.
No, I know. And I remember when Trill Static 1 was happening, I watched the live stream for that because I'm like, yo, this is like amazing right here. Like, to me, this is innovative right here. Now, Bun, he's not going to come with the best verses I've ever heard from him because I think when he actually does his studio albums, like Trill, Trill OG, when he does those albums right there, he's actually sitting down with the music and actually working with it for a while. This is a live album, so I can't really critique him too harshly on this one. But man, Bun, you still got your pen right, man, because whoo. Bun, I just love the way that you rapping. Bun has that fierceness in his voice when he's rapping. And also, he got the Trizelda too, so he got Bodie on here, West Side Gun on here. I forgot who else was on the track, Conway the Machine. I'm just like, yo, the fact that Bun B is like really collaborating with this guy. Like I said, he's using his platform wisely as an OG. And he's kind of like not mentoring these guys that's coming up because they're already like where they're at. They're already
but some of these guys probably don't have that.
They don't have that platform. They don't have that look. And I really appreciate Bun B doing this for them. And I guess this is somewhat of a review. Static Selector production, amazing as usual. He's one of my top 5 producers.
And I think it's more probably like a exercise for Bun as well. It's like a recorded exercise. You know, keeping your tracking up on like going to the gym. It's like something like, yo, we finna record this joint, and we're just gonna write and put it on wax. That's crazy.
One critique I have with
I said it's dope. It's like you said, it's innovative.
Yeah, the one thing I have to say, Bun, I need you to stop using that word, bro. Because he'll use like bro as a crutch for something that rhymes with bro. Like he'll be like, you know, bro. I'm just like, Ben, no, stop doing that. He'll be like, you know, I got it, bro. I'm just like, Bun, I love you. Just stop using that word, bro.
It's in his vocabulary, bro.
He needs to stop. He's using it as a crutch because he uses it as a word to rhyme. He never like puts it in the middle of the thing to like rhyme with that. Like he'll think like, oh yeah, I'm killing it. I'm about to have this double internal rhyme scheme. He was like something. Oh, bro. I'm just like, no, Bun.
You be like, bro, no, bro.
No, bro. I'm just like, stop, Bun. You gotta stop using because that's his crutch word. And I noticed that because I'm like, every time he uses that, he uses it on every single Trill Static. I'm like, yo, Bun, you gotta stop using that word, bro, because he always, you know, bro. I'm just like, no, stop it, Bun. But Bun, you are one of my favorite rappers. I am still loving that you are still active, still using your platform wisely, and just graciously to give all these other artists I've never heard of like a Terminology or a Graph. I mean, I've heard of them since the previous Trill Statics, but the fact that these people were like, oh, Bun's doing this, let me pull up. Because this one he did in Houston. So I'm like, dog, like, Bun, you couldn't have waited like a few weeks. I'm going to Houston soon to touch down. You get what I'm saying? So you couldn't have waited a few weeks till I'm in town. I could have got the BBC Scoop B. I'm just saying. I'm a huge Bun B fan. I'm just saying. Yeah, I still got to go to Trill Burgers when we go back down there. Oh, man. But yeah, Bun B, Trill Static 4. Oh, yes. Yes, I love it.
Yeah. My next project is by Apollo Brown and Crime Apple, man. This one I had on the pre-download since I think a week or two ago when it was announced. I actually forgot it came out, and I'm like, yo, let me give this a listen. So I checked it out Friday, gave it one good listen, man. And Apollo came with the dope production, Crime Apple. I don't know, he just sounds so good as a rapper to me. His voice is so dope, and also I think he's Venezuelan, but like how he bounced from like Spanish back into like English, he do it so effortlessly, bro. It's like it's insane, bro. It's like it's crazy because he put out a whole rap project, I think, in Spanish. It's just I listened to it, bro, and I don't know what he was talking about, but it was fire, bro. He be flowing, bro. To me, Crime Apple has a really good voice, a really good flow. I really enjoyed this. This is something I will go back to, like definitely. Like Crime Apple, he puts out a good amount. Like he'll drop like once or twice a year, you know. And here and now and then I check him out. But I feel like back around like 2018, 2019, I was more like, boom, new Crime Apple drop. Let me listen. But now I kind of like don't listen to it as much. But this, him and Apollo Brown, I'm like, come on, bro. Apollo Brown, he don't really miss when it comes to production. And then Crime Apple as a rapper on this, I liked it. Feature from Willie the Kid. And he had Sonny Jim on here. I do not like Sonny Jim because I think he's Swedish, somewhere in that. Mm-hmm. It's just his voice. He raps so slow and then he has his accent. And it just bothers me. But I really liked him on the freaking Lavender, that freaking what's called album. I can't think of the name of the guy. But anyways, I thought it was pretty good. I'm gonna have to go back to it, man. Like this is a cool listen.
What type of a production does Apollo Brown give you?
Come on, bro, boom bap soulish. You know what I mean? He sampled some stuff. Dang, what song? You would know that song, bro.
Was he on Marciology?
You say what?
Marciology? Was he on there?
Was who on there?
Apollo Brown.
Did he produce something on there?
Yeah.
No. I'm saying it's a sample he used on here that I'm pretty sure you heard before. I just don't remember. It won't come to mind right now. Probably after we wrap up, I'm gonna find it. But nah, he though, bro. Shay Noir and him put out a project like 2020. That was like my introduction to like Shay and a full project. Cause Apollo Brown, I'm gonna check him out. But yeah, if y'all guys haven't heard about Apollo Brown, a Crime Apple new album, it's called This Is Not That. And Crime Apple, if you don't know him, bro, you know he gonna give you them little cocaine bars a little bit as well. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna talk about it, put it in the pre-coat, and you know what I'm saying. He gonna talk about all type of for Frico and tacos. And he be killing it, bro. He a beast. You said what about Rock?
So that's why him and Rock was on that. He was on Rock's last album, Marciology.
Who Crime Apple was?
Mm-hmm. That's how I know who he is.
Dang, I listened to that album like a few days ago.
No, we reviewed it together.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying I listened to it like a few days ago.
You don't remember him on there?
I don't know why. I just don't remember.
I'm pretty sure he's on there. That's the only way I know him.
Yeah, you could be right. I don't know why I don't remember his feature on there.
Yeah.
He's on the Marciology? Let me check. Bro, he is. On Killer Spree.
Okay, because you made me start thinking, I'm like, maybe I am.
I remember Killer Spree. Because I did that little mini review for the IG a few days ago. But as I do those reviews somehow, I listen to the album. So I was like, I don't know why it didn't hit me. He was on there. I just cannot stop playing Go Yard Guy when they come on, or Tapeworm. Them just be on repeat, bro. Them beats, some loops is crazy. But yeah, B, what's your next project?
My next project, Momentum by Jayla Darden. This is someone I just discovered this year, and I went through all her projects, which isn't
R&B?
really saying much. Yeah, R&B. That's not really saying much because her projects are not long. She has a lot of singles out, a lot of EPs out, and this is another EP as well. So this isn't really an album itself. I believe it's like less than I think it's like around 20 minutes. I gotta really look, but it'll take too much for me to go back and forth on my apps. But yeah, Momentum by Jayla Darden. If you like Janae Aiko type of like R&B in terms of like, I wanna deem that as like soft girl R&B, where it's like you have this like softer voice, like you're not really like singing like a Mariah J. I mean like Mary J. Blige. But it's like one of those Janae Aiko things where it's like you got a softer voice.
That's what inspired your tweet this weekend.
Yeah, because I'm just like, dang, like. You know, once Tink said that in her interview on the Breakfast Club, she was like, yeah, Janae Aiko really is the blueprint for us new R&B girls. And I'm
like Mariah the Scientist, all of them kind of bit off her.
Yeah, they
I didn't even say bit, but just...
They take a lot of, they take a lot of inspiration from her. Mm-hmm. You can really see it. I never really realized that until, like, the more I'm listening to stuff, I'm just like, y'all really are taking from Janae Aiko, from this whole little spacey atmospheric type of R&B, and that's what Jayla Darden does, and she also produces her own music as well.
That's interesting.
And so, yeah, I really like the production on here. you know, I'm waiting for her to do that full studio album though. But yeah, what she does with here, it's more like concepts and stuff like that. They're not like fully fleshed out to where it's like a full song. But she does have some stuff on here that I really do like that I will be putting in my 2024 favorites playlist. That way I could go back to songs I liked in 2024. But yeah, Jayla Darden, Momentum. It's a short little EP. I enjoyed it. Fully self-produced by her as well. So I gotta give props to that. What's your project, B?
This is like where I did my rewind. So my third project would be Dark Times by Vince Staples, bro. Like me re-listening to that project, and I'm like, I love it more. Like I'm happy I took the months away from it, because I go back to like what song I listened to, Etouffee. Probably like Etouffee is like was one that was like in my daily playlist. Sometimes I just click and it's on there or whatever. But yo, going back to this album, bro, Vince is just insane, bro. This is a really good album, dog. Like I was like, oh my god, and it got me thinking about like all the things that Vince's been talking about when it comes to like the music industry, and just I just feel like it seems like when he raps now, like you know how he's always had his tone, but he also used to be kind of energetic on some of these beats. But now you know he don't even rap like that no more. He actually saying it's just this is him. So I just be like he's so like nonchalant to me. Like I give it I like yo he's been nonchalant, and it feels like I'm just tired of y'all. You know what I mean? Like I'm just sick of it. I'm not putting on any act. This is just me, and I just feel like the production on this project, his rapping, the things that he's talking about, it all just fits. It's like a perfect marriage, bro. And I was just like, this thing is a good album, and it's short, 31 minutes, perfect. Yeah, bro, there's nothing on here I dislike. Like re-listening to it, I'm like, yo, I need this on vinyl. I don't know why I didn't buy it. I was like,
need it?
I'm gonna buy it.
Okay. I was about to say, I got the limited edition.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it, bro.
You know I don't want it.
You don't want it?
No. I'll talk to you about it off that.
So yeah, but nah, bro. Yeah. I was like, yeah, this is the one, bro. Because this was the album I was like, okay, this probably be out of my top 10. But I don't know, re-listen to it, B.
It's entering back in?
Yeah, bro.
Kicking that Freddy out?
Man, see, that's what I'm saying. See, those at the cusp. Mm-hmm. Bro, this is a little tangent. Bro, making lists. This is our first time ever doing a top 10 list. All these lists at the end of the year. This is tough.
I think I'm still confused on how we're gonna do it for the actual channel itself.
Right.
We're gonna do like this is like the BBC's top like number one rap album of the year, number one old.
Or do we do our individuals?
I've been doing the individual one.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
Also, like this weekend, I was adding stuff that we reviewed together on the channel,
and then we can do it.
Oh yeah. Have like a voting poll or something like that, or we can just discuss like, which ones do we like more, and which ones do we think really deserve it out of the albums that we've talked about and reviewed together, instead of like our own separate list where we talk about the albums that we listen to on our own outside of just the ones that we reviewed.
Right on. Because I was thinking about that as some albums that we didn't review that I think that's in my list, and I was like, dang, yeah, we didn't talk about this. Because like for me doing this Instagram post, like the 25 posts, I've been going back to some reviews. I'm like, I don't even want to talk about that album. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like trying to find albums that was like worth talking about.
That's me on my re-listens.
Yeah,
like that Ghostface, I don't need to go back to.
Yeah,
no offense, Ghostface.
Yeah,
I love you.
It's just certain things
I don't need to go back to. Like my feelings is already cemented.
Yeah, it's the albums I'm going back to are the albums I felt like that meant something this year. So that's why I've been going back to those. Like another album, I'll talk about it. But yeah, Vince Staples, Dark Times, amazing album, bro. And I feel like even though I liked it when we reviewed it, I loved it. But I feel like I undersold it, bro. Like this is a really good album, bro.
Maybe sometimes you need
you
it's
just
like
need
wine.
that.
You gotta let it age a little bit.
Hey, bro, this is good. It's good.
All right, my next project and my last new project that I listened to is Rich Amiri's War Ready. Now we debated if we was gonna review this on the channel, and I was like, nah, we ain't gotta do that.
Yeah. Because
I'm already you already put the Nettspend on here. I'm like, we ain't gotta do Rich Amiri too. And I've only heard like one or two Rich Amiri songs from my Spotify algorithm because I like to listen to some of these YNs rap sometimes. And I went into Rich Amiri's War Ready. I knew nothing about this album. I didn't have any expectations going into it. I'm just like, this is gonna be a whole bunch of rage beats, a whole bunch of nothing. I heard the Nettspend first, and so I'm just like, I heard the Nettspend, and I'll give you guys a little bit of a
I listened to
preview.
this too, V, so we can talk about it. No, I listened to Rich Amiri.
Oh, you did?
That's why you're right there.
Okay, so I guess this could be a bit of a
little
review right here. And so, I listened to the Nettspend, and I'm like, I got Unky ears, because I'm like, this Rich Amiri is not going to be good. I went to the Rich Amiri, and I'm like, I'm pleasantly surprised. No, I'm not saying that means that this is a good album, but I am pleasantly surprised because and I don't want to be this guy. I gotta hold myself accountable. I got on Ian this year for feeling like he was emulating a lot of like trap music from the blog era, sounding a lot like Future and all that. To me, Rich Amiri literally sounds like he is emulating Future. He literally sounds like Future. It's the same cadences as Future from the era of him doing the whole free band gangs, FBG movement. He sounds like this, but over like rage beats that are inspired by blog era trap music that Future was going off of during, like I said, the FBG boom, but during like his pre-Monster era of Future. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Rich Amiri takes a lot of those flows. He uses a lot of that melodies, the way he actually raps himself. It reminds me a lot of Future like that back then. And like I said, I'm going to hold myself accountable. I got on Ian for not coming off original. Rich Amiri, you did not come off original as well. I think the biggest problem with you, while I like this more than anything Ian has put out, because I think his beat selection is a bit better. His beat selection is better. But the thing that's missing is you sound too much like Future, and you don't have the character like a Future does. You don't have like the punch. You don't have like the you just don't have like that it factor that Future does, because Future, he'll do something, he'll say a little wacky bar here and there, and I'm just like, that's Future. Like, you get what I'm saying? But you know, with Rich Amiri, it's like it sounds like if I were to go to Chat GPT and tell them to create a Future song for me for this era, but still use like Future's flow from like 2013, 2012, and this is what this was spit out right here. To me, this is like a spitting image of what Future was doing, but on modern production, especially the modern trap production of Rage right now. Like I said, I gotta hold myself accountable because Ian is doing a similar thing.
I told you that all these kids are doing this for you.
Yes, but the thing is, I remember you was like, if a black kid, and I wanted to bring this topic up too because I didn't know you listened to it. If a black kid was doing this, no one would care. You're right. It's all about the image. Because no one's talking about Rich Amiri's album. Yeah. No one is talking about this. But I agreed with you then. I said it before. I was like, it's the image that Ian is portraying versus like it's a dichotomy of you have this image of a nerdy white boy with this trap sound right here. Yeah. You was like, no one would care if a black person was doing this. Literally a black person's doing it and no one's talking about it. No one cares. He's not making publications, nothing.
I even went to Twitter just to see. I put them in there into like, you know, you search them and trying to see who's talking about it. Not many people's talking about it. So I was like, yo, I'm going to check them out. I say, yo, I listen to this Nettspend. Let me check out somebody else to use for. It's a slow week. So I played this.
Slow and short week.
Yeah. I played the kid, bro. And I was, same thing. I echo a lot of your sentiments, especially production was, to me, was the standout. The production was the best thing about this project. Him as an artist, as an MC, no character. He was dull, you know, as to me. He didn't have like you said, Future has like wacky bars. He has that character sometimes like, oh, that's him. He had like, oh, all I do, I'm wearing all of my influences on my sleeve right now. And I really don't have my own voice. I'm just gonna do what sound good over these productions. You know, play these, boom. What else could you say? I'm just gonna be this mediocre, you know, trap rapper or whatever. And I don't know, it just didn't feel, him as a rapper didn't feel authentic to me. I don't know, something about, it just didn't feel like,
he didn't feel like he was actually
in it. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel like
that. It felt like he was like, I'm phoning this in, basically.
Facts. That's how it felt. But the only thing that carried is it was production. When like, I think what goes it, you have him rapping. What goes for it is you have him rapping and you got some cool production that could make you bob your head. And I can see why kids do it. So like I was, you know, working. I'm like, okay, I like this beat right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what he's saying, but I like this beat. You know. So that's pretty much that sums up this project for me. I was like, I don't know. I don't get it with him.
No, it's just one of those things where it's like it's with this whole streaming era and this whole like rage era of hip hop with the kids and the youth. It's more so like, can you hit a lick on this song? Can you hit a TikTok lick?
Yeah.
Once you do that, you start like generating. You start getting the Spotify or the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
You get played along with other stuff. It's not really you're gonna be one of those standout guys like a Ken Carson or like a Destroy Lonely because they're under the Playboi Carti imprint. It's more so like. Like your song came, and that's how I found out about Rich Amiri. His song came up on one of my Spotify algorithms where it's like I was listening to all these YNs, and he popped up on there, and it was one of his most streamed songs. I'm like, oh, I get it. I'm like, but this dude sounds like Future. And you know, when he got announced on here on the docket, and I was like, I'm like, I didn't know he was coming out with an album. I was like, this is gonna be my first time listening to him. But that song that I heard when I first heard him, it never made me want to go to a project of his.
I actually was gonna check out his other project, Ghetto Fabulous or something like that. I was gonna just listen to it because I was like, all right, well, what else he has? But yeah, this was.
To me, this is carbon copy Future. And I also wanted to make a tweet earlier this weekend. Like, it's just crazy to see, like, our artists from the blog era, and I guess this is like that old head moment where it's like, dang, like our artists really got babies. You could see that influence. Like, you really changed the game and you really inspire people to where it's like they really want to copy you. To where it's like, these kids like it, and we're just like, you gotta go to the original source though. Like, you gotta go to the OG. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? This is the remake right here. The remake not even as good.
It just, I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Hey, nothing new under the sun, B.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, so it was just weird to hear like someone that sounds identical to Future, like crazily like Future. I'm just like, I hate to say it like this, like it's like you had no shame. You sounded just like Future this whole time. I'm like, you didn't try and change it up, use some of the same melodies, like I said. I'm just like, this is crazy right now. The biggest tape I could say is if you guys are young and you're watching this video right here, go to Future. This isn't on streaming. Go to Future Presents FBG the movie. Listen to that mixtape right there. You'll get a lot of like where Rich Amiri comes from. Listen to True Story. Listen to Astronaut Status. That's a lot from what Rich Amiri
Street
pulls
Calling
from.
after that?
Street Calling was before that.
What, before it?
Yeah, FBG the movie was his last mixtape before.
Yeah, I remember
the whole.
That's the one with the like
stuff.
light brown cover and all that.
And
Yeah,
the stuff in the middle of it.
And have his boy,
And
and some of his crew.
Words Love Me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I remember that one. Yeah.
And so, if you really want to see like why I have these sentiments on this album, go check out that project because I was listening to that a bit earlier this year as well, and I got a nostalgic tie to it. It's not the best Future, but you know, Future always has these standout moments and tracks on each of these mixtapes. So yeah, Rich Amiri, like it's like I hate to say it like this because I'm a Future fan and I grew up with Future. This don't move me. This don't wow me. Like, and you are too much of a carbon copy of Future. But like I said, to me, this is better than what Ian put out because this is way better production. This is way more booming production. I think the thing with Rich Amiri is if he would actually sit down, really construct these songs a bit more, have a bit grander of an actual sound,
Bring some character to it.
He could make a really good project. Now I'm not saying he's gonna make the greatest, but he could make a really good Rage project where it's like, oh, Rage Hall of Fame projects. You got to put a Rich Amiri project up there. But yeah, overall, this is like a standard trap album. This just falls short for me because I have Future projects.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, my next project is Kenny Mason's Angel Eyes. I know you talked about it last week or 2 weeks ago.
About 2 weeks ago.
All right. Yeah, I finally got to it. I was like, yo, let me listen to this and be. It's just what Kenny does, man. It's Kenny. Like you said, he had a little story about, you know, him. He was telling the story about, I guess, driving to the girl house, going to go see his grandpa, them scamming and different things like that. And I kind of brought it into like me finding out about Kenny Mason with like I just hit a lick or what's called hit. Oh, and I just hit whatever and him like scamming. I think it's a little bit about his life. But I enjoyed this beat, you know, especially like some of the like more like the rock stuff, like the slower things like that.
The Team
like,
Gohan.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that Team Gohan's dope. What's that one? What's the one track when it starts off like he's rapping and he starts like, yeah, that joke was fire. What was it?
It's
It's in the.
That's Angel Eyes, right?
Is it?
No. It's On the Way or Been Having.
It's one of those. I knew it was like in that first 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
But not because I only listened to it once. But Kenny Mason, you just don't disappoint me, bro. I love this kid, bro. I call him a kid, and he's like older than you.
Is he?
I think he around your like y'all like the same age, bro. But yeah, he's dope, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, he looks like a kid though.
Yeah, he does.
He actually looks like someone that we both follow on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who.
Yeah.
He looks like her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the only reason I don't think I really enjoyed this one that much is because I listened to a lot of Kenny Mason earlier this year.
Yeah, he older than you, B. Like he's probably.
Oh yeah, he's the same age as you.
That's crazy, bro.
Boy said a kid. He's born the same year as him.
But I'm like a few, you know, I'm about to be 31, and his birthday late. Wow. But I'm just saying he looks like a baby.
Yeah, he does. He does. He looks very young.
But I really enjoyed it. It's like it's not like nothing that's like far removed from Kenny. It's like I'm telling you, like with some artists, it don't I guess run its course yet. I don't have that fatigue for him yet because I feel like he don't put out too much stuff. And like when he do it, I don't know, it feels good, man. Like I just think what he's doing with his formula is dope, man. I like his little flows. I like how like we said he bounced from his little rock experience, and then he got his Atlanta experience. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. The influences. I enjoyed it.
No, I agree. I said like I said, it's one of those like Young Nudie things where it's like to me he's in that realm of Young Nudie where it's like you put out a project each year, I'm gonna listen to it. You're gonna give me what you give me, and I'm gonna enjoy it as long as the production is jamming along with what you're doing. And like I said, the only reason that this fatigued me is because I listened to a lot of Kenny Mason earlier this year.
It is because also this was your first year with him as well. Yeah, so I understand.
That's why I was like, if I didn't listen to all those projects and catch up, basically, then I wouldn't have been as fatigued with this. And I'm just like, that's why I said the only grace I give this is that, you know, Kenny does what he does well, but also it's short. It don't run its course. It don't run its course.
That's one thing I thought about too. I'm like, yo, you did get introduced to Kenny this year. It's like the same thing with you and Bodie dropping another project we can talk about. But yeah.
Oversaturation, like I keep saying. But
yeah. What's your next project, B?
But now, okay, so for me, now I'm going to get into the section where I actually talk about some of the stuff I'm revisiting. And I went to ScHoolboy Q's Blue Lips.
Okay, hey.
I revisited it.
So we're going to talk about this one. This is my last album. You can do your thoughts and then I'll do mine.
All right. You know, it's been a minute since I went back to ScHoolboy Q's Blue Lips, since we did the review, really, and a little bit after that. But, you know, a lot of albums have come out since, and so it's given me a lot of time and space away from the album. And I got to say that when I was listening to the album, I'm just like, dang. This is kind of like still all over the place. It's bombastic, like it's like crazy, like it's not cohesive. But I think that's what's the charm to it is, because it kind of makes me uncomfortable in a way where I'm just like, dang, like it's like, okay, I gotta breathe right here, but you're gonna give me something wild right here. And this album just screams out ScHoolboy. The way his characteristics is, instead of him doing the yak, you know, him going crazy on the beat like that. Instead, this is what that album does for him. Instead of him having to go bombastic with his rapping style like he used to back then. And so I am glad that he kind of like switched it out. Was like, okay, I'm gonna have the production do that instead of this. And while I still think this is his second best album, because I think that Blackface, that's a monster right there. It's gonna be hard for you to defeat that one. But Blue Lips right here, just some of the subject topics that he goes on about, some of the way he's like really like bombastic, or I guess like very like on the edge when it comes to him rapping about certain things. Like, what's the song where he's like, I got a daughter and a baby.
That's cooties.
Yeah, cooties. I was just like it's so like unorthodox where it's like just don't feel comfortable, but he's still staying in the pocket to where I'm just like, I'm enjoying what you're giving me on this album right here. And some songs like Ohio, where Freddie Gibbs giving a stellar feature, which Freddie is Freddie, Playboy Cardi. There's some people this year that gave out some really good features that we have not been talking about, but now that it's the end of the year, we gotta talk about that type of stuff. But yeah, overall with Blue Lips, I still had a fun time with it. I did think it ran its course just a little bit for me, because I think in the middle, that's where it starts to like kind of like slow down a bit, where I'm just like, ooh, let's kind of like not hurry it up, but like it's like
that's me with Blankface. Blankface is long.
Yeah, Blankface is a long album. But for this one, I'm just like, ooh, like I kind of feel like this one was a bit dragging a bit, not bad, but I'm just like, all right, like I mean, all right, ScHoolboy, I'm kind of like, I'm getting a bit like tired of it now. Not tired of it to where I'm just like, oh, like, but I'm just like, it's like, all right, like, you know, like, okay, I get the point. Let's move on to the next thing. But some of the standout songs on there, though, he has some really high highs on that album.
Hey, this album to me, bro, I was jamming some more of it on my way here, like doing a re-listen. Still heat, bro. It's like that movie that you haven't watched in a long time, because it felt like I've been so removed from it since it released. That's like that. Oh yeah, this is still a great movie. Like, and now watching this movie, I listen to this album. Just stick to the album. It's just still like I know what's coming, because it still have those, I guess, those unorthodox moments or whatever. But it's like, I don't know. I know it's coming, and I'm like, I love that about this project. Like, even though like I'm like, okay, what song was this again? Because I knew the beat to switch. Because it's I'm like, okay, the beat changes on Ohio, right? Because when Freddie's gonna come, because you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, oh, because this is a different beat. Freddie ain't gonna rap on this. Then it flips in, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot.
That's the exact same reaction.
Yeah, that's what I had, bro.
Because it had like 3 beats.
Yeah, like 3, bro. And I'm like, yeah, because I think that's the part of the album that'll make you feel like it's longer than what it is, because it's so much production.
That's exactly
so much flow. I think that's it. And with Blankface with me, I just feel like it's just a longer album. With this one, it makes it feel longer because of the, you know, the rise. The transitions in the ride it puts you on. I really like. I agree with you. The top half is the stronger part of it. I think, you know, like from 1 to like, I guess 9 is like really strong to me. Like I feel that's my best part of the album. But we get down to the second half, I still enjoyed it, bro. Like going back listening to Germany 86, Time Killers. I still love Smile. It's just, I don't know, this project is really good. I still think this is his best project.
You think it's his best?
I think it's his best. I still think it's his best. Just for me re-listening to Blankface this year, I still think this is his best project. I don't know, because I love like maturity, and I also like that he did experiment more with some of the productions, and also doing different things, like just showing us, what's his name, Ace Cheek or whatever. Chike or whatever. Is it Chike? Like, movie is still a freaking banger, bro. Like, you know, ScHoolboy doing his little thing in the beginning, and then he comes and just steal the show. And then Cooties, I love like him just pretty much talking to you on the project. I don't know, bro. This album, I'm like, dang, just re-listening to it, I'm like, this is still it, bro. Like Pop, I love it. And like when Pop came on, and I was just ready for him to go. When he was like Pop, and I was ready for the gunshots to come because I'm like, I know the gunshots gonna come in. And right when they come, then the beat change, bro.
Oh
yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I had to remember what song
Yeah.
it was because there's so many like beat
yes.
transitions and differences in the song.
And then Blue
so
Slides to me is just really great. Like, Thank God for Me. Come on, like.
That's like to me my favorite song.
It's stuff on here, bro. Like
the song that Alchemist produced on
here. Lost Time. Like I forgot. Like bro, this project right here. I feel like Blank Face. Yes, it has some joints, but I feel like this joint has just so many joints to me, bro. And I like this album right here, bro. Still in my top 10, maybe top 5. But I'm gonna get it on my second listen. But man, this album held up, man. Really, really good album. And before we leave, I just feel like it's not. I don't know why it didn't do it. It didn't do what I thought it was going to do this year for Q. I don't know if he didn't push this album enough. He just wanted to put it out because I know he did his own direction when it came to like the interviews he wanted to take, the people he wanted to talk to. He took a different approach, like who he interviewed with. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go into like big publications and like big radio stations and stuff like that. Problem. I think that's one thing he didn't do. I think he wanted to take a different approach and like, yo, this is just, I think a passion project for me or something. But I'm like, man, come on, it didn't get no nods for the Grammy. Like, bro, this album kicked the hip hop off with like a great album, and it still is gonna be in a good amount of people's top 10.
But I think it's because it came out the top of the year.
I know that's
a curse. Like I hate to say it like this, you need to either come out if you want your album to be remembered. You either need to come out in the summer or during the fall.
But like coming out in the top of the year is like also a good thing. But it's the con to it is the rest of the year.
Because you don't know what's going to come next.
I know.
Because the beef was right after this.
Because like in the beginning, you like, oh man, we got this dope ScHoolboy Q album. And then as the year go on, it like fades away. And that's one thing I hated about, I wish that this album, lived. I know it was people still trying to bring it back up, but it didn't feel the same. Because, I feel like a lot of, other albums
people
came
overlooked
out.
It, yeah.
Yeah. You got Chromacopia, your GNX came out, Freddie dropped.
Doechii
dropped, Cole dropped. Common and P Rock. It was just so much stuff that dropped this year, bro. And I feel like this album stands out, but in a way it got overshadowed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, if you don't like ScHoolboy Q, then you probably wouldn't like this album. Yeah. But for us ScHoolboy Q fans, because I seen someone say like, shout out to Slack on both sides. He posted, he says, this shit on your top 5 or top 10 of the year or whatever. And I commented on it, and I seen him say something like, I never seen anyone say anything good about this album or something like that. And I'm just like, RTLs just are like, so that's how someone's TL experience can be so different.
People is totally different.
Yeah, because I'm just like, I only seen praise for this album. And honestly, this is the one album where I'm like, if you praise it, I'm not going to give you no crap for it. Like the Doechii one, I kind of give you a bit of crap for it. Some people, not you.
Yeah.
But, I give some people crap for it. But also, I will acknowledge that the way that Doechii has worked this album and what she's been doing and going out, press and all that, the way TDE has been pushing her, she's been making this album live a lot longer than they probably should have.
Well, her album has been out. It's just been out since August, at the end of August, right? So it's still fresh.
No, but
this is February.
But this is the thing, though. Q didn't do all these things that Doechii is doing, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
like Doechii went out on the late night show or whatever. She's doing Tiny Desk. I know that this.
Did he do a late night show? I think he did a performance on the late night this year. Did he? Am I bugging ScHoolboy?
I could be forgetting.
But I'm just saying with Doechii,
it seemed like his push was like very.
But you gotta
top
understand.
heavy.
You gotta understand. He's a veteran. Doechii's a new artist. They're trying to push her out more. So it's things she has to do that Q don't have to do.
No, I agree. But I'm saying for it to like live and for people to remember it, you're gonna have to do that. Like you have to go and do some interviews. Like you're gonna have to make, because like I said, he was doing great when the album first came out. It's just like his steam died down, and he's like, oh, Team Kendrick because Kendrick is in the beef. That's my guy. So I gotta, everything stops for that because I gotta support that instead. Yeah. That's what it felt like for me.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying how like when it comes to a newer artist and like TDE have their, they want to push her out, and it's like this is her year to be pushed out. So I feel like, and also as like she has a really good character, like characteristics, what they call it, charisma and stuff. Like she's
a good celebrity.
She's good at that. Like she has superstardom, like characteristics.
Even with that award that they made just for her,
they made that just for her.
She said that on Breakfast Club. She was like, "Yeah, they just made an award just for me." Yeah. I'm just like, you see what I'm saying?
The agenda, but no, I like Doechii though.
I got the vinyl downstairs.
Yeah, I've been familiar with Doechii since what 2018ish, 2019ish.
She put a bad taste in my mouth. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
because she went over
2019
international player anthem.
Yeah, I remember we talked about, because remember I did my little breakdown of like everything. Because I didn't listen to her like that. I just, revisit the stuff, because I knew like singles and stuff she dropped on SoundCloud and all that type of stuff. But yeah, ScHoolboy Q Blue Lips, man, this album is great.
Yeah.
Man.
I agree.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got.
Well, I guess I'll go through a few of mine. Well, I'll go through all of them. I listened to J. Cole's Might Delete Later.
Oh, yeah, I'm not revisiting that. I'm good on that.
I'm not going to lie. There were some tracks that I always went back to during the year from it. But going back to it as a full project, I'm just like, this is a really good project without it being surrounded by the whole beef stuff and it having 7-minute drill off of it. Now, I don't agree with him taking 7-minute drill off of it. Because if you say something, stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Apologize for it later, but stand on it. Yeah. Keep it up on there. And you kept it up on there for the sales. We know. But without that, without the whole like beef surrounding this album, I think this is a really solid project from Cole. Yeah. I still think that to me, this is like this is in his top 5. This is above 2014 Forest Hills Drive. We recently reviewed this, so go ahead check out that review. It wasn't too favorable for either of us. But going back to this, I'm just like, dang. Cole showing me that he's hungry. He's showing me that he still got some stuff left in the tank. But he's also giving me stuff that he probably wouldn't put on the album himself because this isn't like up to par. He still has a few corny bars in there. He doesn't hit the Kanye right the way Kanye can. But I still think that J. Cole gave a really good performance on Might Delete Later. Like I said, without 7-minute drill on there, I don't agree with him taking it off. But without it on there, this album or mixtape, whatever, feels like a better project without that track. Like, I do not need 7-minute drill. Right. To be honest, that was one of the weaker tracks on this project, to me. Especially looking back, that was one of the weaker weaker songs because you ended off on that. You do it for the sensationalization, whatever. You do it for basically, the look or whatever to shock people. But without that, I'm like, this is a really strong project, especially with him ending it on Trade of Truth and the Bees or whatever. Yeah, I'm just like, dang, like, I really enjoy this project. Like, I needed to be removed from that because I'm just like, we just listened to 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Am I really gonna like this album like I did earlier this year? And I think I enjoy it more just because it doesn't have 7-minute drill on here, and because it's away from the beef. But yes, Might Delete Later. I advise you guys, if you have not been jamming it, take the beef stuff out of it, revisit it. Let me know what y'all think about that. But next project I went back to, and I'm not too far removed from it. We're both not. We reviewed it earlier this year. Well, not earlier this year, like a month or two ago. D2X's The Hunger Era. Went back to that. Boy, that boy is
still rapping. Ain't nothing changed. He's still rapping over there.
That boy's still hungry.
He's still hungry, bro. Feed him, bro.
But I think the thing is, like, I watched the Dead End Hip Hop review for it. I'm like, Dead End Hip Hop, they liked it, but they was like, it's too, like, perfect.
They say, yeah, he's too hungry.
he wouldn't let me breathe. I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, this is perfect for me.
That's why they say his concept, what he did, he did it perfectly.
And for me, I'm just like coming off of Hotel 1105. Not a bad project, but to me, this is more of my style than Hotel 1105 is. Like I said, not a bad project. Go check it out if you like D2X. But this, to me, I'm just like, oh, you came with a lot of aggression on this project, and I enjoyed it right here. Especially, this is the type of project that keeps me up. This is the type of project you can go to the gym with it. Some songs you probably not going to want to work out to, like the Art of Hunger. Like, I'm not going to want to work out to that. But like B and Home, like the second half, come on, dog. This is hard right here. This made me hungry, god dang it. In fact, D2X, send me a few instrumentals, that way I can, spit some bars with that myself. I'm just saying. But my next project, my album of the year still currently, until I start listening to some more stuff still, Common and Pete Rock's The Auditorium Volume 1.
I need to go back to that. That's one, because I'm going to put that on the list of the 25. That's going to be on there.
And for me, Common is one of those people, especially going through all his albums this year, he is one of those people that you can get Common fatigue easily. But if he drops an album like once a year with some really, really strong production, because Common's best projects are the ones where it's one producer on it. The 2 Kanye West albums, the 2 No ID albums, this one right here.
This album's just too long for me.
That's my problem. That's my only problem with it, is that this album is too lengthy. It just runs on a bit too long. Especially that first half to me. The first half of the album is so like top heavy. But the second half is still good because Pete Rock's production helps carry this along. And I'm just like, God dang, this is like so perfect. Like, this is a perfect marriage for me. Only problem I have with it is that this album just runs on a bit too long. This was like 40 minutes, up to 50. Would have been cool. I think it goes a little bit over an hour, and I'm just like, Common.
Hour and 2. 3 minutes, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, been perfect for this.
I agree. And some songs, Common be having a third verse. I'm just like, Common, Come on, man.
Nah, Unks be long
Yeah,
winded.
facts. Oh God,
All right. Hey, I gotta go.
yeah, facts. Like it's like you gotta find a way to like leave. And it's like,
Hey, land your plane, bro. Land your plane, bro.
But yeah, Common and P
Great
Rock's
album,
Auditorium. Just a bit too lengthy for an album run time wise, but overall for me, I still really enjoy it. My next two projects though, Future and Metro Boomin's We Don't Trust You and We Still Don't Trust You. No. I had to return to this because it's my boy Future, one of my top street artists of this year. And I wanted to go back to it because I'm not gonna lie, I was hating a bit on We Don't Trust You because one, I think the moment of the whole beef and all that, the shock of it took away from the actual moment itself. But also I'm just like, as a Future fan who listens to Future like every year, whenever he drops, I'm just like, if this would have came out earlier during his run, like his second chapter from Monster to The Wizard, if this would have came out during then, I would have thought that this was like a perfect 10 out of 10 album. For me, this album just came out a bit too late. But either way, if I would have taken just a few songs off of it, a perfect Future album. Because what Metro puts him in with the darker production, darker trap, cinematic beats that Metro Boomin really gives him and creates this world that Future just has to rap on. And some of the like beat
You mean
switches,
the drums he makes?
Hey.
That's all he did.
Lil Wayne. Effing lame. But yeah, without that, I still don't like that. Like I didn't like it when we first heard it. I still don't like it now. I'm just like, to me this takes me out. Oh, I'm like, no, I could have done without that. But like songs like Young Metro, Princess Diana, and Bishop Don Juan or whatever. I'm like, songs like that. I'm like, yeah, this is it. Especially when on Princess Diana, one of them, they use the same drums or like rhythm, whatever reverb or whatever, that's used in Family Matters' second beat. And I'm just like, was that intentional when Boy Wonder did that? I don't know. That's just a little thing that I noticed when going back to that song. And I also heard Future Metro Boomin's We Still Don't Trust You, the R&B album or the more vibey album. I like it less. I didn't like it more than I think
You still like it more. You like
than
it
Hendrix.
More. No, I think
I
you
know I liked
it
it more than We Don't Trust You.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you like it more.
Yeah, you're right on that. I'm reneging on that.
Yeah.
I like We Don't Trust You more than We Still Don't Trust You because for me, when it comes to We Still Don't Trust You, I'm over here jamming like, okay, this should be over right now. I got about like 5-6 more tracks. I'm like, God dang. And that's not including the second disc where it's just like old school mixtape Future. I'm just like, all right, dog. Like, come on, dog. Like, hurry this up because you're crooning on here. You're like doing that sing-songy thing. And it's making these songs feel a lot longer than what they need to be. So yeah, had to go back on that one. I still like it, but I don't like it as much as We Don't Trust You now. Then I went to Future's mixtape Pluto. It's Future being Future. It's mid. Yeah. I said that before though. I'm like, as a Future fan, I like this, but I could see if like you don't like Future like that, and you were already fatigued on stuff earlier this year, he's oversaturating it, and I will agree, he was oversaturating it. But yeah, to go through a quick few of these, Ye and Ty Dolla $ign's Vulture 1. Went back to that.
Oh yeah, you different. It's some albums I'm like, I'm not gonna revisit.
I just want to remember like. Because I'm like,
you didn't like it. Like, it's some stuff. It's like, oh yeah, I just don't like it.
But B, it came out so early in the year that I never returned back to it after our review, especially with how bad Vultures 2 was. Yeah. And even though some people said like after all the
Did I listen to Vulture 2?
Yes.
I did.
We had a review of it
with
Miguel was on, but we didn't really have a review. We was like, we gotta talk about Kanye. That was the whole review.
It's so crazy. I don't think I listened to it. Did I listen to it? Did I talk about it?
Yes, I think so. Because we was just like,
yeah, it was bad. Yeah, I did listen to it.
But you know, people said like after all the updates, it's good now. Which I mean, I'm gonna listen to it like maybe this week. But yeah, Vultures 1. It has some songs that I like, but overall as a project, that's what was making me go back to our old shorts. Anti-Semitic. I mean, Keith still whatever.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I was dying at our shorts back then. I went to Rhapsody's Please Don't Cry. I went to that. Still a really good album.
I gotta listen to that.
I think Rhapsody is really slept on, especially with her now doing this whole thing of her dissing Ack and that freestyle or whatever. People
clowning her, bro.
Yeah, people clowning her, but also there's people siding with her, and I'm just like,
I didn't even watch it.
I watched just that clip, and I watched Academics reacted to it.
I didn't even watch it. I don't even want to see Ack kill her, bro.
The worst part is Ack said he was gonna make a diss song.
Yeah, I heard. I
said he was gonna reply to it.
One dude made a diss track to Ack.
Screwface Gene or something like that.
He had one bar, and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah. Besides that, I was like, please don't rap on that again.
Yeah,
I'm like, don't go on a Kendrick beat because you're never gonna outdo what he did. Boy thought he was Lil Wayne back then, going on other people's beats. No, you were not. Do not go on the whacked up murals.
Yeah, I never heard about that dude since only found out about him doing like the Kendrick stuff. I seen him on the timeline.
Same, but I didn't know he was a YouTuber.
Yeah, he's a pretty good.
He's a
like big
YouTuber.
Yeah.
And my next 2 projects, Flo Millie's Fine, H Word Stay. She came out with an album this year that I talked about in What We've Been Jamming. We didn't review it, but just cool. It's Flo Millie. I think what she does is she found that one hit would never lose me, and she tries to replicate that song multiple times on the album. And to me, it just didn't work. But it's still an all right Flo Millie album. She still has that pop girl isms about her, which I'm just like, dang, like I'm surprised some songs on here ain't a bit bigger than what they should be.
Yeah.
Like I'm not surprised that none of them hit the same level as Never Lose Me though. I'm not surprised about that. And my last project, Kid Cudi's Insano and Nitro Mega. Not the first one.
Oh, the second one. Yeah.
Yeah, the second one. B, I like this project even more.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this, B. I'm just like, yo, like Kid Cudi.
I'm saying it just should have been Insano. That was
No, this should have been Man on the Moon 3. Or Indica 2. This should have been. I would have rather this be Man on the Moon 3.
But I'm saying I know
3.
he's on another path. I'd rather this just been Insano. Because the Insano wasn't good.
No.
But this was better. This was much better. I enjoyed this. I'm not gonna re-listen to it.
I put it on our sleepers.
But it's good.
Because we
Yeah,
forgot about it.
yeah.
And plus, we didn't really have many sleepers on there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm about to go in there, bro.
Yeah. But that's about it for what I've been jamming. I've been re-listening to a lot of stuff that we've been listening to, and I still got a lot more stuff to go back to as well. Especially with this being last week being a shorter week. This week, I'm not going to have as much to go back to because we got a long week ahead with this week right here. So, yeah.
Crazy.
That's about been it. That's been it for what we've been jamming. Let us know what you've been jamming down in the comment section down below. But now it's time to get on to the hip-hop news of the show, where we talk about news, current events, new music releases, and announcements. But let's talk about some new music releases and announcements. Laser Dim 700, Keeping It Cloudy. You don't know who this is. I've never heard a single song by him, but I know he's one of those YNs.
I know who he is, but yeah, I'm good on him.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I just want to put that out for the YNs that watch us. Shout out to the YNs. Roddy Ricch's The Navy album, which was supposed to drop this year, but I guess he pushed it back because he saw that this tidal wave that's coming that DJ Head said was coming for the West Coast. Yeah, February 21st. Review?
Yeah, I guess so. I'd
rather review his 5-year anniversary for Please Excuse My Annotation to review this. Everybody, Roddy's so back. You sure?
Let's review it. We can review it.
All right.
We got time. February 21st. Right now.
Wait, let's see what's coming out there. We'll check. We'll check back with that.
Yes, bro.
But after that, Doechii is dropping an album in 2025. She had an interview with Variety recently, and she confirmed that she is dropping an album, or her debut album, as she calls it, since this year. It was a mixtape, even though it's been nominated for Rap Album of the Year. But yeah, I don't think it should be Rap Album of the Year if it's not an album. I'm just saying.
It's an album.
Yeah, but I had a little insight. I had a little talk with Kimbe X, the rapper. From
Oh
TV.
yeah, I saw him.
He was talking a bit to me about it on the timeline. And I wanted to pause and just think about it because I'm like, I don't have nothing to really rebuttal that because I'm like, this is new information I'm getting. I'm like, I need to pick his brain on that a little bit more. I just don't know what to ask.
Yeah.
But the way he phrased it, I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, y'all see it more as playlists now than y'all do out. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's what they do now.
Yeah, but the way he's saying it, like they go at it rather than just like, oh, let me make an album. That's why I'm just like,
It's different now.
especially when I was saying, because I was talking about this, like Doechii's Alligator Bites Never Heal, which I think is a good
I think I saw
project.
him reply to you, but like that's a new thing for the last 5 years.
Well, it's not the fact of like artists going at it as a playlist because we know that the streaming numbers, we know that. But I'm saying like, why would Doechii have such a good album, but she deem it as a mixtape instead of just an album? He was saying that was the reason why.
Oh,
like,
so
he was
it's like the whole Drake thing with More Life.
Yeah. But you know, Drake called it a playlist specifically.
Yeah.
Doechii's calling it a mixtape specifically. So I'm like, I don't know what's happening on the contractual
And what
side.
we used to say about More Life. Oh, it was just an excuse to put out some joints.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same with Childish Gambino did with the soundtrack. Where that movie at?
Yeah.
That movie not
Facts.
coming out. He just
What
made
if
a
it's
fake
like
trailer.
What if it's a fake thing like that American Dream thing?
No, I'm saying, where that movie at? It supposed to came out this year, right?
We don't know, I don't think.
Bro.
I don't know if it was supposed to come out this year. The soundtrack came out though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will be anticipating Doechii's album. I'm not like a super fan of Doechii, but I did like her last project though. Next piece of news that we got, music releases. Boldy James and Who the Heck is Carlo hidden in plain sight. Now B, you mind informing me on this one a little bit because I don't know who the heck is Carlo.
I don't know who he is either.
Oh, I thought he was one of your underground guys.
Bro, there's so many producers out here these days. I can't keep up with all these Negroes. I don't even know if it's a Negro. But nah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I almost call it Hidden in Plain Sight, Boldy. You gotta chill out, man.
We probably not, we don't even gotta review.
I'm probably gonna listen to it once just to see if there's gonna be any hype about it. Because everybody's like, "Oh, Bodie's going 5 for 5 this year," and I'm just like, "Dog."
Yeah, I don't even think I want to listen to it. I might not even listen to it.
I might do one listen and do it.
I listened to 3 Bodie projects. I'm good. I don't need no more, bro.
And last project before we get into what's dropping this upcoming week, Lil Baby, Wham, January 3rd.
Boy, they been wilding on this Wham, bro. You saw all the people put all the like.
What they been, I just
So
see
it had like
Lil
Lil Baby Wham, and then you'll see like Megan Thee Stallion twerking, or like
Oh,
some girl with big.
I seen the Megan Thee Stallion.
Look, all right, I was talking to my girl about this because I was just thinking about the whole Doji thing, and I was just like, I feel like now Twitter, like we get like the grace period is short now. Like we're on you, like you don't get a DaBaby run, like DaBaby, everybody was loving him, and then like I guess I'll say I want to say a 10 to like a year, people's like, yo, same flow. They start making fun of him. Now, bro, they make fun of you quick. I feel like they did that with Doji, and now like with Lil Baby, they just like Lil Baby used to be like one of the hottest rappers right now, and then everybody put memes of like girls twerking talking about how ass the album's gonna be, and I'm like, yo, y'all relax.
Yeah,
bro.
I seen one dude put a pinky, old school pinky with tan lines and the little spinning chair.
Yeah, bro. I kept seeing that Megan Thee Stallion joint. I was like, y'all wildin', bro. Like, why y'all doing this to Lil Baby, bro?
Well, I think it's because Lil Baby disappointed with his last project.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, oh, because I think the thing is with the rise of Lil Baby, with his debut album that came out, the one with Drake, Yes Indeed on it.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, all right, this is cool. We messing with this. Then we get to my turn. Well, no, then we get to Street Gossip. Everybody's like, I think he might have had like a hit on there. And then after that, my turn. Everybody's like, oh, but everybody's like, you benefited off of the pandemic, boy. It's like, now we have the pandemic, you not surviving. I'm just like, God dang. Y'all are
It was
ruthless.
a pandemic for Baby, huh?
Facts.
Nah, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm like, dang, why they treat Baby like
I kind of feel like Baby, he don't believe in himself, which is why he's dropping January 3rd. Hey,
It's like,
21 Savage, he dropped.
Hey, let me know 21 Savage.
Forgotten. And he's not really doing no promo run so far from what we've seen. Yeah, I'm kind of scared of this one. And Baby, I know you're going to play the algorithm and the studio games of you having all these songs on there. I promise you don't need all these songs on there.
You got
but I know
Thug
he's
on there.
going to do that, huh?
You got Thug on there.
Yeah. But Wham said do it to him, baby.
Whatever Wham say goes.
Yeah, facts. But B, can you tell us some of the albums that's dropping?
Oh,
this
man,
week?
we got Boss Man, Big D-Lo, dropping out that D-Lo Curry.
Whoa.
What? Big
You can't
D-Lo?
call him Big D-Lo. And then you say you dropping
Dev?
out. You better call him D-Lo from now on.
D-Lo?
D-Lo.
Well, man, we got Boss Man D-Lo, bro. He's dropping that D-Lo Curry. Bro, finna be... Did he have the cover out for it?
Yeah, click the
Hold on,
link.
let me... He better have a basketball.
It's nothing too special.
Oh,
This
man,
one- it's-
but he didn't sleep. So Steph Curry does this when he hits the three.
I thought
he was gonna have like a
signifying
basketball.
what we were doing for the...
When we gonna go sleep?
It would have been dope if he would have done like something like a Do Flock or Rant or whatever.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, man, it better be funny. But now he's doing the
Yeah.
Curry. The Curry put him to sleep. I'm not gonna listen to this.
I'm gonna listen to it. I listened to his album earlier.
It should be
this
like 15 minutes, right? He dropped those short songs.
year. I mean, his
snippet
last album
tracks.
was not long at all. So
Hey, so our next we got my boy. You know what I'm saying? Gang. Valet.
I thought this was your boy. That's why I put him on the docket.
Valet is Surf Gang. Gray Sky London. I might check this one out because it's been a minute.
Nah, if he's rapping like that C China chick and what's that boy's name? C Central C. I'm not listening to this B.
What do you mean? Why would he rap like Central Tree?
That's the latest trend, right? Is he from London?
No, bro. Valet's from Chicago.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Remember what I wanna? You ever hear this song?
I've heard one
Remember,
project from him.
wah, you know what I wanna.
Oh,
That's Valet, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard him in so
Hey, bro,
long.
he's American.
Yeah, I saw the gray and it had the E instead of the A. I'm
Yeah.
like,
You know we gotta review the next project. B.
oh, that's not an album right there.
Oh, it's not?
That's a single. The Benny X and Yachty.
Yeah,
That's a single, I think.
it's not an album. Oh.
Everybody keeps saying it's a single, but yeah, Benny X and Lil Yachty are coming out with a single, "Smoking in the Rain." If this was an album,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
because I had to confirm that before.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but we are gonna review that next one though.
Oh yeah, Rock
Yeah.
Marciano, The Alchemist, The Skeleton Key.
Oh yeah, I'm.
I already got this in my Rolly decky, you know what I'm saying? I already got it. I'm gonna be jamming it tomorrow, and then the next day, and then the next day.
Would you mind
and then the
telling
next
us how
day,
you got
and
it?
the next day, and the next day. Rock Marciano posted it on his website. I'll purchase it. You know what I'm saying? $40. Just do what you got to do to support. You know what I'm saying?
I've been seeing a lot of pictures of Rock Marciano on my timeline this weekend.
Yeah, well, I saw your tweet. What do you mean by that?
I saw a lot of people taking pictures of him, and a lot of those people were not melanated.
What do you
I'm
mean?
Noticing.
Bro, what do you mean by that?
I'm noticing. Just know I'm noticing. A lot of people taking pictures of Rock Marciano, they not melanated.
You gotta understand when you
get them culture vultures out of the goddamn culture.
I'm gonna.
We don't need no unkish in the culture.
I'm gonna break down one thing to this man. If this man want to succeed, which he does, we want this channel to grow as popular as possible. We're gonna have to conform. We're gonna have to get a white audience. Like, yeah.
I don't mind that.
I'm saying rock can't be rock without.
No, I know.
Yeah,
but I'm like, this is my thing, right? I see people, Rock is that guy. I thought some of you guys were black saying this. I was like, all you guys is white. So what?
Hey, man. It is what it is, man. It's good music, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And look who making those beats, bro.
So you telling me, if the white people gravitate to it, it's good? That's what you're telling me?
I'm just saying it's going to take off, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's going to take off.
Yeah, I will say with my more nuanced look of Rock Marciano, seeing him as like a new, like, not a new, but Baby Doom, kind of, and like, because I've been kind of going back to the Elephant Man's Bones. I've been going here and there. I'm listening to that Daddy Kane. That Daddy Kane. Went to play. Like I always tell you, be hippopotamus, bottomus. That's what that boy Rock Marciano be doing. He got a little swag to it though.
Yeah, that's Rock.
He gotta fly with it. But see, I need that on drums. I don't need that on no drumless. Like I don't be feeling cool with no drums, B.
Bro, it's certain joints he has drums. It's like it's not drumless on all his albums. B.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. It's so much you missing out on, bro. Like
you gotta give me the recommendation.
I gave you one last week, I think. Check out listen to Rosebud Revenge. Rosebud. The Bitter Dose. Yeah.
You got drums?
He got some joints on here.
No, not joints, drums.
I want you to listen to it.
If it ain't got no drums, it ain't no fun. If it don't bump in the whip, it's an automatic skip.
Just check it out. In our last project that's coming out, we got two OGs, two pioneers, you know what I'm saying? West Coast legends, you know what I'm saying? They flipped her over. They hit her doggy. Then they flipped her back over. Missionary by Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre.
Hey,
what?
That's nasty. They too old to be flipping it over. You sure they didn't break a hip or something? They broke a leg doing something.
Hey,
like
you gotta chill out. We can't talk about old jokes. Remember that one guy said who was being disrespectful to Ice Cube?
Oh, yeah.
I ended up responding to him, B.
Yeah, I saw it. Like, why is the comment done?
Yeah, I responded to that little mark. Bro, but yeah,
I'm making old jokes. That's that. We can't make old jokes because that's unk-ish.
Yeah, bro.
OTR on the radar.
It was so crazy, like us talking about that. I was like, bro, you can't see that we was having fun, even though yes, we making jokes about it, but like we was having fun. Even though like I didn't like it as much as you.
The only ones talking about that Ice Cube album.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, why people do this, bro? Like I don't like. I wish, I guess what he was saying, like. Articulate yourself more about. I'm like, bro.
But see, I think the point is like people don't, like I said, don't watch the show. They don't be tuned in.
Yeah.
They don't realize one, we do way more multiple albums, and two, before we announce when these albums are coming out and when they're dropping, and we kind of already give like our what we're kind of expecting if we're gonna review it or not, and the mindset we're gonna go into it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes,
but also we broke it down in the review, like how we was going into
facts, bro. So, you gotta understand the lore. But anyways, we're checking this out. Have you heard some of the singles?
No.
Oh yeah,
I've been keeping away from the singles.
I listened to
this one. I've been purposely keeping.
I listened to one single. I had to.
It's good. Is that the level of any of those
I like Snoop
Ambrosia
rapping
songs?
on it. I like Snoop rapping on it. I just didn't like the hook. And the hook. And the beat changed a little bit in the hook, I think, in my memory. Didn't like the hook, but I like Snoop in the beginning.
I'm scared of that album.
But nah, the Marshall Ambrosia album, you saying did it sound like that production wise? Nah.
Well, I'm saying does it match? Does that song match up to any of those songs? Any of those songs, like
quality wise, sound? I don't know. It's been a while since I went back to the album. I don't even think I like that album as much no more.
I want to go to it and listen to it. I thought about it this weekend.
Yeah. But that'll be it for our albums dropping this week. It's a lot.
Which one you looking forward to reviewing?
Bro, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, The Missionary, bro.
I'm looking forward to that Rock Marciano Alchemist. I've been wanting to listen to some more.
Hey, I already got that in my phone, so I'm not tripping.
See?
I got that. I got that in the palm of my hands.
Guys, we filmed this on Monday. I just want you to know.
I got that.
It's Monday. It's supposed to be coming out this Friday.
Hey. Hey, Rock always his real fans. They know where to get it at.
Hippopotamus, Wadamus.
Hey.
That boy be going. But yeah, that's about it for some of the new music releasing and coming out soon. But now it's time to get on to the hip hop news and current events. Kendrick Lamar and SZA announced the Grand National Stadium Tour for 2025. He also added a secondary stop in Toronto, B?
In LA, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Hey, cool with him, man. Hey, hopefully they have a really successful tour. I won't be there because I just don't go to shows.
Yeah. I just want to mention that because you know I am a Drake Glazer, so I gotta show my defeat.
Yeah. That Kendrick's having a stadium tour.
B, how could he?
Yeah.
To my favorite.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Drake was supposed to open up for SZA first. Now SZA's doing it for Kendrick. How dare she? I seen someone posting that. SZA's a betrayer.
Yeah, I'm like,
dude,
like,
SZA's part of TDE.
She's been around Kendrick for years, bro. Jeez.
I'm like, dog.
Even though Drake said he had her, you know.
Hey, that's why when Kendrick said we don't respect the girls that you ask for, they all think they bad B words. Hey, SZA's like, hey yo.
They confuse themselves with bad, you know what I'm saying, with real women.
Look, SZA's like, she looking at Kendrick like, really? I was on his last album, you know that, right? Twice.
Oh my god.
Next piece of news I wanted to put on here because I just wanted to put something good.
Yeah,
we did dog it out kind of last week. You know, our video did make a bit of a traction on Twitter compared to the other stuff. I agree. J. Cole's 2014 Forest Hills Drive has now spent a full 10 years on the Billboard chart, making it the fourth album to ever do that in hip hop. That's dope.
Yeah, it's dope.
I just want to put some. We're not the numbers cast over here.
Yeah,
but
we're not.
I just wanted to, you know, give some flowers where they're due.
Yo, look, man. We have our opinions. Sometimes it feels like we're a little bit harsh sometimes. You know what I mean? But look, bro, we all men here. We all respect people out here doing positive things. Yes, sometimes we will, you know,
we gonna crack some jokes.
Yeah, but like overall, bro, I don't want to see this man fail. I don't want to see him not succeed and be able to feed his family. Like, bro, come on, I will never do that. But yeah, but you still gonna get how I feel or how we feel about these albums. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing, especially for somebody that's a millionaire.
Yeah, facts. And my thing is this. Our opinion doesn't dictate what the album is. It's our opinion. We're not saying like this is the objective stance on the album.
Yeah. Look,
we say this like we're not journalists. We're just two guys giving our opinion.
And we're outnumbered. His album did so much history. Like, look, still to this day.
I'm one of the people that bought it.
Yeah, it's some people that still, I bought it on vinyl a few times, but I sold them.
I want to buy the vinyl for the original album.
But yeah, that's dope to J. Cole, man. Keep it up, bro.
I agree. Third piece of news. Drake's petition for UMG and Spotify has a hearing date of December 20th.
Okay.
Right before Christmas. That is not a good day.
Trying to get that information, man.
Facts. But Drake also, you doing this the same day that Sonic comes out? See,
Hey.
Drake, I was a Drake Glazer once, but now you're coming in the middle of me and Sonic.
Hey, that's my last day of work for 2 weeks, P.
2 weeks? God.
Yes, bro.
Damn.
I'm going to go on the Coke bench. I'm going to drink a lot of Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay. This guy right here. Fourth piece of news. I just want to put something good on here because I saw it hit my timeline. I didn't see too many people talking about it, so I didn't want to bring light to it because, you know, we're not chilling over here. You know what I'm saying? Quavo receives a Humanitarian of the Year award for launching the Rocket Foundation, a foundation to promote gun violence prevention.
Hey, man.
This is dope. I have not heard about this at all.
Yeah, I think he probably, I don't know if he been doing it, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot to do with what happened to, you know, his nephew, his bandmate, Quavo. I mean, I said Quavo. Take off my apologies. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, this is something he's probably dear to his heart right here, bro. So also it shows back to his community, you know, helping out for the people in Atlanta and things like that. So I think it's pretty dope.
Yeah, I do as well. I just hate that I didn't see anyone talking about this. But you know, it's not drama, so it's not going to get no traction.
Drama sells me.
Yeah, I just want to, you know, this is for the culture, B, so we got to talk about all aspects of the culture.
We got to highlight the good things and sometimes the bad.
Yeah. And next piece of news we got, Summer Walker is getting a radio show on Apple Music called Over It. The first episode is dropping this Friday. Now, B, I am excited for this.
So is this a podcast or you said radio show? So it's
yeah,
pretty
so
much
she's
like
going to have people.
It's like OVO radio pretty much?
I think she's going to have people on there. So Apple tweeted, it's finally over. What are you over? Watch her unpack the relationship dynamics of guest stars and anonymous callers on her new show, Over It Radio. Episode 1 drops this Friday.
Oh, so
and I believe her first
in,
guest is going to be Sexy Red.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I just thought that it was a dope thing to talk about because we don't really talk about women over here. We do every now and then. But yeah, the show's going to have 6 episodes starting with the first one Friday at 11 a.m. PST. And the first guest will be Sexy Red. Okay. And it's like she's going, and you know, in the trailer, there's like 3 versions of Summer Walker. It's the
Over It,
Still Over It, and
Yeah.
Now Finally Over It. And you know, obviously one is the hood chick.
Yeah.
Second one is her with the long hair or whatever, looking like she's from TLC. And now this one, it's like she's in her Mary J. Blige era, even though she got the long hair with
Yeah,
it.
she's getting older. You know
Yeah. But also,
What?
I was going to say something about what we were talking about earlier, but I'm not going to do that. Bring up certain aesthetics. You know what I'm saying? Pop. You get what I'm saying? That needle. But shout out to Summer Walker. I am just hyped because if this is the rollout for the new album, yes, ma'am. This is how you do it. I am
dope.
waiting for this next album. I am someone who went through your discography this year, and I had to eat my words on some things. So I am hyped to see this next album come out.
She's her, bro.
Yeah, she's mother.
Summer's dope, bro.
She's mother? That's nasty. You're nasty. And the last piece of news. B, do you want to start from a serious note first, or do you want to go on a jokey note first?
Yeah, I don't know if I can joke about this, B.
No, joke about some of the aspects of it. There's some things that you can joke about.
Okay, what's the jokes, man? Let's hit it with the jokes first.
So first, let's go ahead and start us off and, and talk about Jay-Z. He got a weird case.
Oh, man. This is a sick one right here.
Yeah,
bro.
this is a very weird case, if anything, because everybody's saying that Cat Williams, he opened up the portal and look what's happening. That picture of him and Diddy together. Those are signs, me. Jay-Z always knew, Diddy was doing this stuff. Oh, y'all didn't make all this noise about when Epstein was doing what he was doing.
Yeah. But you're going to have all the conspiracy theories, the this and that and that. I was just been tuning it out because I'm like, here we go.
Now, I will say some people have been being nasty. We'll talk about that and address that in the serious portion. But Jay-Z has a very, very weird allegation against him about his involvement, him and Diddy's involvement with a 13-year-old girl, and them potentially, because I don't want to say that they did do it, allegedly based on what this
crimes,
did force themselves upon someone that they did not have the consent to.
Yeah, and they said,
She didn't have the consent, whether it be legally, age-wise, or consent as in she didn't give them permission.
Yeah.
So, statutory and all that. This is some weird news, B. This is some very danging news because we know that you get some of these type of allegations, this could destroy your career.
Yeah.
But this is Jay-Z, so this is a different ballgame.
Yeah.
He's an enigma in this. So if I'm hoping that none of this stuff is true.
Yeah.
I'm hoping none of it's true, because if it is true, that means that there had to actually be a victim.
Yeah.
Secondly, the Jigger Man responds. He gave his little statement. And, basically he's saying I'm ready to take this to trial. Why don't you do this as a civil case? Let's go ahead and take this to trial.
It's because
That
I think
boy's
I think the DA only can take it to criminal. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I wouldn't have put out the freaking
the statement. Oh, you mean the hard part 6?
Yeah, I wouldn't have put it out.
Come on, B. Had to get the pen working.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, bro, you have to put it out.
But B, was this his Meet the Grams to her Family Matters?
Because he dropped
because
this big.
Family Matters?
I think he been wrote this though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
this is Meet the Grams.
Yeah, oh, he dropped it right out.
A few
Yeah,
minutes right after.
Because old dude, the lawyer actually put out the alleged so and so number, be A-list artist, powerful, artist that was a John Doe. He talked about him last month, pretty much, and it was Jay-Z. Especially from the things, the statement the lawyer put out last month, and then what Jay-Z saying and what's transpiring now, that it was Jay-Z. But I knew this was gonna happen. I know it's gonna be more shakedowns when it comes to a lot of these people affiliated with Diddy, because you can pretty much, celebrities deal with this all the time. Allegations, people throwing stuff on you and things like that. So y'all be aware. Next year, before the trial, there's gonna be more names. He already have over 120 clients. He has a hotline for Diddy people. It's over 60 men, 60 women in Houston. Because he's a Houston-based lawyer. He's from Texas.
Tony Busby, correct?
Yeah. He has a little
history.
Yeah, a little
Heard
history.
he was a clown.
Yeah.
Heard you getting your stories from all these clowns?
Yeah,
like Drake said?
Yeah, they say he's an ambulance chaser. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get.
I've never heard that term.
Never heard that term, and he's just trying to get that. He's trying to get that bread. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna go. I don't want to, if it is a victim, I don't want to say, oh, it's just not true. I don't believe them or anything like that. I'm going to let this play its course. I don't hold none of these celebrities to a high moral. I don't really care about them.
What, B? You don't praise Jay-Z because he's Jay-Z?
No, B.
B!
But, hey, I see a lot of people doing it. Hey, I see a lot of people. Hey, B, I see some people out here.
Facts.
It's money, baby. Like stretching, bro. Like y'all out here, Jay-Z, y'all favorite rapper, bro. Y'all gonna defend him to the end. Like, oh, this is fake.
But B, they
Shit
looking
doing
at
this.
Drake lasers crazy though. When Drake had all them
Yeah,
allegations
and it-
against
it-
them in a song.
It's so crazy that, you know, like I tell you, I get both sides from like the Drake fans and the Kendrick fans. And some of the Drake fans like, yo, we don't believe this, but it's just funny how y'all doing it. Like how the tables has turned when it's someone y'all like and how y'all acting, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
That
That's a point that I agree with.
Yeah,
I don't
that's-
agree with the Drake Glazers bringing Drake into this,
Yeah.
but I get their sentiment of like, okay, our guy was getting all this heat earlier this year, and he has no allegations.
And I
this
think-
guy actually has an allegation against him.
And I think it's gonna go to a step further because if you read the statement or whatever that the lawyer put out, what would you call it? The lawsuit, the civil suit,
petition,
yeah,
whatever.
The civil suit that is also another celebrity that's a woman that also was in the room as well. And this is not the first civil suit. They put this out just on Diddy, but they put out they gave what they call it I forgot. Anyway, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know these terms. But Jay-Z, he didn't apply, like he didn't want to settle, like they wanted him to like to settle or whatever. So they're like, hey yo, you don't do this, blah blah blah. We're gonna put this out. You know what I'm saying? And
Basically blackmail.
Yeah, a lot of celebrities they settle because they don't want to take the PR hit. So Jay-Z like, hey, I got the money to play. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen, man. I actually don't care what happens because, like I said, none of this stuff affects my life.
Well, yeah, for me, I just hope it didn't happen because that means that there would have to been a victim.
Yeah, it's victims, bro.
But also, I will say this: the U.S. court system is not 100% foolproof.
Nah.
I will say that right now. I'm not saying that if she does win, that doesn't mean that he didn't do it or he did do it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we've been proven before in the past that people were put in jail, wrongly accused. They served time, and then they found out later on that they didn't do it. I'm just saying that right there. I'm not picking sides on who's right, who's wrong, because I don't know. I wasn't there, B.
My whole thing is saying I don't care is because the more thing is people really don't care about the victim. They just care about Jay-Z's put in this position. So
that's nasty.
And people bringing up Beyonce. Y'all not even talking about the victim, what happened. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about Beyonce this and her husband this and then Jay-Z. Y'all make it's a whole spectacle. Like the whole thing is about Jay-Z. It's not even about the victim. So that's at the point I just don't care.
I think for me, it's like you gotta hate news like this because it brings out the haters and it fuels their agenda. But also it's like this gives us content to talk about and bring awareness to it. But also sometimes I just feel like this stuff. I feel like it wasn't. I feel like I wish it wasn't public.
Facts, bro. And this is so crazy because I wasn't even gonna talk about it. But I was like,
that's why I put in the notes. I said, should we even talk about?
Yeah,
this?
But I was like, it is a big story. It's like you don't want to really ignore it. You can bring it up, but I was like, it is what it is.
We're not whole Avengers over here. We're like everything Jay-Z's done is for the greater mankind. But also it's like, I hope it didn't happen.
Yeah,
that's my main thing.
Yeah, I really hope it didn't happen. I don't want this to happen to any young lady or like Jay-Z or like be in these situations.
Yeah, because this is a serious thing to not play.
This is
with.
heinous, bro.
He did say though, or his lawyer, yo, whoever the accuser is, if y'all want us to continue with this, you gotta come out publicly.
Oh yeah, I saw you put
now,
that.
B, I've seen some people for this and against this. I'm just saying, it's like when you put stuff out there, it's like that's a scary thing to play with. Yeah. That is a scary and serious thing to play with. So it's like, you're gonna get hate either way. Even if you did, if allegedly, if he were to do this hypothetically, she's still going to get hate. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Because there's going to be those Hove vendors like, you put my favorite artist in bars.
Yeah. Hove never did this. Hove wouldn't do this. But my whole thing, I don't think some people think, is this the downfall of Hove? This is my educated guess when it comes to Jay-Z. Jay-Z is very he's clean when it comes to his business endeavors. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is something that's going to take him down. Because you can even look at his history with R. Kelly and all that type of stuff. Bro was like, yo.
You mean his 2 album history?
He dipped on him doing the tour and all that type of stuff. I'm good. This dude out here, he's sketchy. But I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't think Hov would put himself in this type of situation. But I don't know.
Based on his business acumen,
yeah.
Based off of what we've seen from the years.
We don't know him. We don't know him personally at all. I just don't think people going this is the end of Hov or stuff. I don't think so.
I just hate this new factor of social media where you gotta pick a side.
Yeah, because
you just can't be a neutral party and just be like, okay, let's look at the facts. Let's actually talk about let's hope that this did not happen.
And I think this is gonna follow because you gotta think about it. The beginning of the year, bro, when the New York, they was doing that the limitations for I think it was sexual assault or something. Like you've seen so many celebrities in New York get in trouble. Like Jamie Foxx was one of them, bro. Like it had some sexual allegations on him from stuff. It was many more. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really started off the P Diddy. Even the mayor of New York had one. So it's like
No, they said the P Diddy thing was because he went against that one company.
Yeah. You can theorize so much, bro. It's so many conspiracy theories out here, bro. They be wilding, you know what I'm saying?
That tinfoil is strong.
Yeah, they be keeping the 50 on, you know what I mean? But overall, man, hopefully this gets solved and we find out if the actual person or is the person that did something. Everything gets solved. We figure this out and blase, you know what I mean? Because to be honest, bro, this stuff happens, bro. You know, you're going to have the sides of, this is not real. She's lying. You got the sides of like, no, we don't like Jay-Z. He did it regardless. Like, I went in the comments like, I probably shouldn't. They was like, yeah, allegedly. No, he did it. And I'm like, okay, I'm out of here.
How do y'all know? Yeah, I saw one person. I'm not going to say his name, but I've interacted with him before.
Yeah.
And he's on the podcast that I watch here and there.
Yeah.
He was like, Beyonce and Nicki Minaj should just divorce their husbands.
Yeah.
I'm just like
none of this.
Like that's just so misandrous.
Yeah,
why do you hate men?
Yeah.
Well, I get why you hate men.
Yeah.
But why? Like why? These people you don't know them.
Yeah,
We don't know if they've done anything. All you can do is like be supportive of whoever is an actual victim, and hopefully this doesn't like. I don't know. It's like this is just gonna go bad either way, no matter what, because
it's gonna take a hit on Jay-Z publicly, regardless.
That plus, it's one of those things where it's like when the red pill gets a hold of this, if Jay-Z didn't do it, you know, allegedly, hypothetically going in a situation, women, you should never trust a woman. No. All these women are just trying to do things for so and so. It's gonna be those all women things rather than some women things.
And then I'll leave it off on this note as well. And one thing that's gonna happen that also sucks. My mind just went blank. I had a point and it just went.
I said the red pill thing. Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Nicki Minaj should divorce their husbands. Being a misandrous, it's gonna go bad all over.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna.
It's gone. I had a good point that I wanted to talk about, and it's just.
You don't remember at the end of the episode.
I hope. Oh my God, it is gone. Dang, it's gone. Bro.
The accuser. It's bad if hypothetically if he didn't do it.
Oh, this is it. So if it get dropped, nobody's gonna care about it, and Jay-Z still be looked up. Probably they'll look at him and say he had 8 allegations with a 13-year-old. It will never leave. Like Lizzo, her stuff got dropped. Nobody talked about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm gonna say. They care about the high story and what's salacious. And once it's dropped, everything was, it's gone. They're still gonna plant that on him. And I feel like one thing I do agree with, and I'll leave on this. I feel like if anybody, man or woman, lie on these type of in these type of situations, sexual assault and stuff like that, I think they should do time.
Oh, I agree.
I don't know why things haven't changed, because it's so many men, it's so many women, more men, that's in prison right now for things they did not do. You know what I'm saying? And the woman sometimes admittedly lie, and also they got evidence that they didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And they just, I'm gonna go to Walmart and go shopping, and like nothing happens.
Yeah, I think there should be some serious repercussions, because as soon as you hear someone has a case, they drop from everything.
Because I'm just saying, like, bro, like
it's too easy to damage a man's career. I don't want to say it like that, make this the men's red pill podcast or anything. But it's like we also got to acknowledge like that's a double standard. Like if a man gets us, accused of these crimes, this damages him way more than if he were to like, oh, he didn't do this. No one cares. Those allegations are always going to be on him like he actually did it.
Facts.
It's like, dog, what?
You got to continue to be super great and they can't say nothing, but they'll still bring it up. It's like Kobe. Like Kobe had it, he happened, but like he was so great afterwards, but people still bring it up, but he was just so great that it's like.
Yeah, I think it's rare for you to be able to come back from that type of stuff.
It's hard,
It's rare. You got to be the minority to actually get out of that situation.
Yeah. We did not predict P. Diddy to be in this situation at all.
Yeah.
I thought this all was going to blow over.
Yeah. I didn't look. This Diddy situation turned from a hip hop problem to now a world problem, because now the whole world is involved with it.
Yeah, and now Jay-Z's wrapped into it.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
But then again, B, don't forget. Oh, pun? Big pun?
Not like rap.
Oh.
Because I rapped into it. They rappers.
See, I thought you meant the big pun thing when you said pun intended.
Nah.
No? Damn, I forgot what I was about to say. But yeah, but B, no one even cares about Jay-Z because we can't even name 5 Jay-Z songs. He's not even that popular. He's just known as Beyonce's husband.
There was people saying that, bro?
I've seen people say that on the timeline.
Bro, he could just
mostly from fair-skinned people.
No way.
People that ain't into hip-hop.
Oh, light-skinned women?
They're light-skinned, but they're not black. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, that's about it for the news section. Jay-Z, hey, he came out with that Hard Part 6, but everybody liked it when he put it on that paper. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I would have rather heard it on the raps.
Oh, my God.
But that's about it for the news section of the episode. Let us know what you think about some of these news points and some of the newer releases that are coming out this year. But now it's time to get on to the music section of the show where we actually talk about the music, B.
Yeah, man.
We review some music. We got 3 albums. A-Hype, Chaos 3 album review, Smino, Maybe a Nirvana, and Nettspend, Bad A Effing Kid. Yeah, B, where do you want to start off?
Let's get this 2 hype out the way, because I don't have A-Hype, my bad, because I ain't got much to say about him.
I don't either.
Yeah. I really don't even, I wanted to get this out the way, B, because I know he submitted it, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we will, respect you from submitting, but I don't know if this meme rap, I don't know if he's playing around, but like, I don't know. I just wanted to
yeah.
I don't know if he's joking or what.
I came in here, and I think I told you this weekend, B, I'm like, I'm not trying to be mean.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest.
And this is a submission. If you guys want to submit your projects and you're an underground rapper, you can submit it in the Google form down in the description down below, wherever you're watching this. This guy is named A-Hype. Mm-hmm. He is an artist. I forgot where he said he's from. Is he from like
Wisconsin somewhere?
I want to say yes, but I'm not sure. He said one of his inspirations is MF Doom. What do I say about this album? This album, if it's an album, I don't know if it's
14 minutes. It's songs longer than this joint.
Yeah, 10 songs, 13 minutes.
What's up, man?
I didn't like a single thing on this album, B.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of the beats I like though, because I'm like, yo, these some beats I rock with.
See, yes, kind of.
Yeah,
like the second track, I think, Curse Splat. I think I like that, and I felt like I got where he was going at with Disorder and Confusion. I hate to say it like this, A-Hype. This is why I think you're a meme rapper, because you have multiple projects on here. And I don't know if this is like an underground thing, because I was going to go to you for this. Bro. This is unlistenable. Bro, I have to find a nice word to say. This is unlistenable.
This man put out 12 albums this year. He's a meme rapper, bro. He just spatting and just saying stuff, bro. Look at this, bro.
Remember the text I sent you saying, "Don't gatekeep me."
Yeah.
Someone made that edit of him saying like, "Oh, y'all make edits to anything."
Yeah.
And someone said, "Who is even on this song?" He's like, "Hey, don't gatekeep me."
But yeah, man. Like, all seriousness, bro. Like, I think, like, be honest. Well, I don't know if you trolling or what, but you obviously can't think you're rapping well. Like, you're just talking and just saying stuff. Like, you give me the vibe of like, oh yeah, I'm just in my shower. I'm just freestyling, just saying stuff. That's what you're doing on his productions, bro. And to be honest, bro, it's probably been best for us not to talk about it. But no, I wanted to talk about it because I just want to know how much you wasted my time, bro. And like, I just want to do it. You know what I mean? And I know you follow the show, and like, I just feel like, man,
I appreciate that you follow the show.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but I'm like, bro, come on, be serious. Be honest with us. Are you a meme rapper? Or are you just joking around? Because if you actually rap like this, bro, I'm gonna just have to be honest and just tell you to stop. Like, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being really honest with you, bro. Like, I don't know what you got going on here, bro. Like, I listened to the Year of the Hype, and you on there screaming, like you just saying stuff, bro. And I'm like, what is going on? Honey Nut Cheerios. You being inspired by MF Doom is like an insult, bro. Cause like, how do you get inspiration from Doom from this? Like, this is bad, bro. I don't know. You wasted, man. I probably shouldn't even. I don't even want to be mean, bro. I just want to let you know how I felt because I like to really be honest, and this is as honest as I'm gonna get. Like, to be honest, bro, I think I'm gonna just DM you an ND link. Like, Why you laughing? Bro, I don't know if you bro. Yo, what? Like, bro, I hope you don't quit your day job, bro. Like you, bro. Bro, that's all I gotta say, bro. Cause I didn't want him to laugh like that on the review. This might be what have to be a lost review, B. We might not have to what, man?
B.
I'm being honest, A-Hype.
B.
Like, your name.
I told you I'm trying to be as nice as I can. Cause first of all, he came off sounding like very like old school, like it's confusion.
Yeah.
With tusion. I'm just like, what are we doing on here? Dog?
It's like stereotypical like white boy rap, like you doing like some
Beastie Boy, not Beastie Boys, but it's like,
but like you're making a parody of that.
That's why I was thinking.
It's like I'm like, are you a meme rapper? Like, just be honest with us, bro. Like, this is not nothing to review. And like I keep saying this, we probably shouldn't have reviewed this, and it kind of could come off as mean. But I don't know, bro. I don't know.
It's like you submitted it, and we say it all the time. You can't be sensitive.
Yeah, you really can't. And like you made the submission because you like was one of the first to submit. So I'm like, all right, let's talk about it, man. Mm-hmm. You got anything? I think if I say more things, I'm gonna get meaner. So I'm just gonna leave it there, and I'm not even gonna talk about these tracks because it's not worth talking about.
I can't talk about these tracks.
I don't hear them. I couldn't hear anything.
Like this is not like this is my one thing, B, that I tell you that is like a requirement for me, especially when it comes to these submissions. Be mixed well. You don't gotta have the perfect mixing of all time. But I need to be able to hear you and the instrumental at the same time.
Anything, bro. I don't know if you had a banana. Like,
hey, B, he was recording on that phone that I had that back video back in 2009.
Bro. Like, bro, what did we record this with, bro?
B,
I don't know. I couldn't hear anything. It may actually, like you said, the whole confusion thing, and I thought
that was the only track at first.
It was a chaos. It made me go want to like rip my freaking face, like my eyeballs out. Like,
yeah, and I'm not trying to be mean. And I don't want no one to say anything about us being racist or anything because this guy, he is, fair skinned.
Yeah, we're not racist. There's black rappers that suck.
Oh yeah, and they're the most sensitive ones. Yeah. But I just couldn't tell if this was like serious. If you're trying to be like the next little B, I was like, what are we doing? Because for me, this is one of the most unlistenable projects I've heard this year, and I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, I'm like, I don't want to say like this because I don't know your financial situation. I don't know, but the thing is, I don't know if this is serious or not. And we're gonna have to we're gonna have to review the Google Doc after this to remember to see what inspired you for this because I can't pull it up right now. I was trying to, but this man had me dying a while ago. But yeah, this was so unlistenable. This is one of the most unlistenable things ever. Like, and me, I'm a person that mostly plays music in the car.
Yeah.
Today I was playing it while I was playing Epic Mickey earlier.
How many times you listen to this?
4 or 5 times. B, I couldn't make out anything in any of those times.
I don't know what he was saying, bro.
Thoughts of confusion. I'm just like, to me, this, I don't know, because he has way too many tracks out. And the worst part is, right after I would get done with this album, and I didn't realize it was over already, it'll play another one of his tracks. I'm just like, this isn't mixed either. Nah. I'm like, are you purposely not mixing this? Like, are you like, this is what I think he's doing. I think what he's doing is he's recording his vocals on the lowest mic that he could find. He gets the beat MP3 wise. Mm-hmm. He doesn't go into an actual studio program.
Throw it in Audacity?
Yeah, throw it in Audacity or throw it in a video editor and just put the vocals on top. I'm just like, what are we doing? You're not even, I think what he does is he's mixing this without speakers and without headphones. Because there's no way that you heard this. And he was like, this is it right here. Like, I tried to look up the lyrics and I'm just like, I can't do this. Yeah. I can't do this, V. Like, no, this is, and I'm thinking, maybe this is one of them underground rap type things and maybe you might get it. I'm like, because I don't understand it. I can't hear what he's saying. Bro, sometimes it just sounds like he's just throwing words out there, just to throw words out there, just to rhyme.
You know Viper? Mm-hmm. He's like Viper. You remember Viper? Mm-hmm. He like even
I've listened to him in years.
Yeah, even like Viper, like even with his album covers like this, like the hype, the sky's the limit. Look at this, like, bro, bro, you just.
I think the thing is right here, I can't even say this is quality over quantity or quantity over quality because it's like you put way too many projects out. You need to stop. You need to learn how to mix, or you need to take this to someone that can mix. You need to get the proper tools. I don't know what he's recording on, B.
No, he needs to rap.
No, you need to sound. I need to hear you first. That's the main problem.
But I'm just saying, if like, I don't know, bro. I don't know if you serious or what are you. That's my whole thing. Is like, bro, if you're serious, I'm gonna need you to get some help. B, I'm just saying. I'm not, bro. You can't be serious and make stuff like that.
No.
You can't be.
And we try not to be as mean as we can on these underground hip hop reviews because we understand y'all ain't got all the access or privilege to the money.
Bro, you
to
can
the
record
equipment.
stuff on your phone and sound better than this.
I agree.
Like he doing it, boy. He doing this on purpose, bro. It's like you remember with the deep fry memes. You deep frying these tracks. You remember deep fry memes? This deep fry songs. Like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Oh,
I don't know, friend.
Like you cool on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like you make little funny posts here and there, and that's why I'm thinking like this can't be serious.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way. Like B, have you heard his BBL Drizzy freestyle? No. Like I told you, I'm playing the game. My phone on the charger, so it's a little bit of a distance from me, right? I'm in the middle of something in the game. I'm like, BBL Drizzy. Yeah, F you, Drake. You're a scumbag. I'm just like. No. If it was legal, I would kill you. I'm just like, no.
What? When you say this,
the BBL Drizzy, this one.
he's on kicking in with the Dr. House, kicking in with Dr. House.
B, that ish was bad. And I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, maybe he might, perform right here. He don't know how to get on beat. Or maybe he's doing this on purpose. Because there's no way you went on there and you said what you said. And you really, because first of all, you don't like Drake? That's cool.
Bro, he got an F Drake song on his album, bro.
B.
Hey, man.
This was bad.
Yeah, bro.
Like, this, I hate to say this. This is like, I think that Ice Spice album was better.
Yeah, bro, we don't got to compare an actual, No, bro, this is just, bro. My son can do something better than this. Like, I watched my son.
I think Drake's son did something better than this with that My Man.
Yeah, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I try to support, bro. Before I tapped in, I even tagged you, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, like, maybe I can listen to some of the substance.
I was just thinking that maybe it was me.
Yeah.
I was like, is he just rhyming to rhyme?
Yes, bro. I got peanut butter and peanut butter jelly cake. Microphones.
Because B, I was like, this was one of the most unpleasant, unenjoyable experiences. And I can say this because I had the right to say this because I spent my time with this. I listened to this multiple times.
I listened to this twice.
I could have been listening to way more other things. But see, I listened to it multiple times. I was like, maybe I'm not getting something because I'm like, see, I thought I was tripping, B. Sometimes I be thinking I'm tripping. I'm like, okay, let me give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I just don't get it. Maybe I'm not smart enough.
This is the worst thing I ever listened to in my life. I never listened to something like this before.
Yeah, A-Hype. For the memes, I play this, but I can't listen to this with headphones on. But if you like a Twitter meme on some type of montage, like on Call of Duty or Overwatch or whatever, cool.
On like them bad beats, bad song compilations, like this is perfect.
Yeah.
Or like like you said, like a funny montage and chunk this on the background, it'd be hilarious. People would laugh.
Yeah, but if this is serious, and I don't know, because I don't want to say what I gotta say.
Yeah. I ain't got nothing else to say, bro, because I'm gonna get even meaner. If I keep talking, I just
don't want to say what I gotta say because it's not PC.
Yeah, get real. We can just end it here, B, before we get into anything.
But A-Hype, don't waste our time like that again.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Like, we're trying to be. I can't even give constructive criticism. First off, you just need to. I don't even know where to start with a constructive criticism. Just, I can't say make it sound good because you far from that in general.
I'm just say stop. That's all I got, bro.
Yeah, this was.
Unless if you being serious, stop. But if you meme and you doing this, I understand. But if you serious, bro, I just say don't.
And you seem like a super positive dude on Twitter. I'm hoping that this is like meme stuff.
It has to be, bro.
Because that BBL Drizzy that came on the Spotify recommended right after, I'm like, Negro.
Yeah. I ain't got nothing else to say, bro.
Yeah, this might be the worst thing I've heard. This might be the worst thing I've heard since I was born.
Bro.
I think when I was making music, when me and Ray was making music.
No, I'd rather listen to that.
Oh, okay. Remember that Auditorium video? Remember that one? I think that was better than this.
I'd rather listen to what you call it. But nah, bro. I'm all right, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, this isn't it. Do not submit to us again if it's going to sound like this. In fact, don't submit to us again for like a year or two. I need to make sure that don't submit to us in a year or two, and you need to be in a hyperbolic time chamber for each of those days. So you need to be in there for 365 days, which means 365 years for you to actually upgrade on this.
Somebody need to take his mic or something.
Did you record this with a potato?
Something, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, but A Hype Chaos 3. Hey, we implore people on here to go check things out, go listen to it, and hear for your own ears. Our opinion isn't the definitive one.
It is.
So we know.
On this one, bro, we're not lying to you, bro. You will not like this.
I'm trying to be fair.
You will not like this.
Oh yeah, this was bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go on to the next problem. The next album.
We can do Smino, man.
Okay, we can do it. Okay. Let's go ahead and talk about Smino's Maybe in Nirvana album review. I ain't got much to say about this. I listened to Smino a few months ago. I even put up a video on the YouTube channel of is Smino.
You saw what Dom said?
Yes.
No.
I agree with him. I need to comment back to that. I was busy at the time. I agree with him. I've said it before. I've listened to Smino, all of Smino's projects recently, except for his EPs or whatever he has out. Smino's one of those wish-washy rappers where I'm like, this is like for me, it's too girly. Yeah. It's too like alt girly. Shea Butter Twitter. Alt girls that they're different. They're not like the stereotypical black girl, but they love black stuff. You get what I'm saying? This is like them right here. This is their music. And the girls on my timeline that are, that kind of like identify with that, but they don't like outright identify with that, they love this.
I never talked to a man about. I like Smino, but I never talked to a man about Smino. Every time I talk about Smino, it was with women. Like all through.
So my point.
No, I'm telling you. All through my Smino, like since 16, 17, all women. In my experience.
Yeah, for me, this is girly like music. And I'm not saying Smino is a bad artist by any means. To me, this appeals way more to girls. So it's hard for me to judge this type of music because, to be real with you guys, I listened to this project, I went into it, I saw some of the features, and I'm like, okay, Bun B is on here, cool. I like about 3 or 4 songs on here. Yeah. The first song I liked was Lee. Do you know how far in the track list that was? I was like halfway through B. I like 3 or 4 songs. I like the songs H-Word Nouns with him and Thundercat. The song with him and Bun B. Lee, and maybe NSYNC. I like NSYNC. Besides that beat, nothing else. Yeah. I like when Smino.
You like Ready Set Goku?
Don't disrespect me like that again. Especially with the Dragon Ball Z do-rag right here.
Different. Different. The second track.
To me, Smino is like for women. Like, I'm not saying that men can't enjoy it because Russ on Twitter, he said that we need to have some serious conversations about Smino after spending a week with his discography. I'm just like, no, we don't. Nah. Some people are just cool with where they're at, and I'm all right with that. I'm not saying that you can't have a serious discussion about his discography, but there's no serious discussion to be had with that type of discography. It's only 3 albums. Yeah. He ain't like he got 10 albums in, like it's a JPEG Mafia.
Like he about to compare to like Hove albums or something.
Yeah, there is no serious discography to have. I mean,
what conversation we're gonna have?
You spent the week with it. No. You see, stuff like that, I've seen some people comparing it, and I'm just like, you can kind of tell, like, this isn't like the full album. This is kind of like the teaser for everything else. Not teaser because these are still full thought out songs, but you can tell this isn't the full thought out album because this is like, what, 30-something minutes, 31 minutes? Yeah, compared to those albums being close to an hour.
29 minutes.
Oh, 29 minutes, yeah. If you like Smino, you're gonna like this. Yeah. Because this is the typical Smino sound, and I don't like this sound. Yeah. I like it more when Smino is rapping. Smino, if you like melodies and stuff like that, you might like Smino. But for me, as a cis heterosexual man, I do not like this ish. I don't know if that plays a factor into it. Sometimes it does. With Smino, this is like for all girls. Like, this is for alternative black girls that don't, conform to the stereotypes of black women and things like that the media portray and things like that. The girls that think that they're different, but they still like the hood aesthetic for certain things. They got their college degrees and all that, like the ones that go to college. This is for them. Wild, bro. This is for them, B.
That's what Smino make that type of music?
Shea Butter Twitter, yes. Yeah. People that are out there defending Tochi, they will like this. This is them right here. I'm not saying Smino is a bad rapper. I don't think he raps greatly, but he's a well enough rapper. He just don't do it enough for me to really call him that. He's good with the melodies, but I don't like his melodies.
Yeah. Hey, Smino is an acquired taste, and me listening to Smino for years now. Like, I enjoy listening to Smino music. I love the melodies. I love his quirkiness when it comes to his flows and how he catch pockets, his vocals going here and then here and then there and there. Because that's, for me, what pulls me in is character a lot with rappers, and I like how you approach a song. Sometimes it can be a little different, off-kiltered, I guess. And I think that's something about Smino with production that brought me in with him. And you could tell that he actually study of like music in a way, because I don't think you can just not have any type of like background in some type of vocals. I don't want to say vocal coaching, but any vocal practice. And I think he comes from a family of musicians and stuff like that.
That would make sense.
Yeah. So
he seems more eclectic. That's the word I would give him.
So like, so that what brought me into Smino. With this project right here, it was, to me, this is probably my least favorite out of any Smino latest releases.
But B, I've seen people on the TL saying serious conversations with this discography now.
No, this is like I like Smino, so I'm not saying this is bad. It's just some of the songs just didn't hit. You know, he didn't have many standouts to me, and I feel like he was trying different things when it came to, especially like Taquan. It was more like I don't know if he was trying to do a like Afro beats thing right there. I didn't really care for that joint. NSYNC was cool. There was some parts on here that felt weird to me. Miss Joyce was okay. I like Honowns because I love Reggie. I like Thundercat. And Smino sounded good on there. And Glowfire was okay. Dear Friend, I kind of liked a little bit. Maybe Nirvana had its moments. But one thing about this, I know it came out Friday. I probably need more time with it. I listened to it. It's a short project. I listened to it like 5 times. But I could tell it is like the weaker out of his last 3 albums. I don't know if it is just like a snippet, you know, like some I'm gonna put out just to feed the fans right now till I actually put out that my next project. And it could be like some ideas, but fully thought out ideas that sounds I want to go into. But overall, this album is probably like a 6 out of 10 to me, in that mid-range, like, you know, okay. But I totally understand why people don't like some people will not like Smino. You know, he rambles, he bounces off the wall with some of his lyrics. You like, what do this even mean? You know, and his vocals can get off, and then he could be saying some stuff, and you like, why do you do this on this? This production on this to me is great. I love, like, when it comes to his beats, I love his beats, bro. In my opinion,
I think for me, because when it comes to Smino's music, he heavily relies on the beat in order for him to be in these certain pockets or differentiate or get out the pocket to come back into it. Mm-hmm. I think to me, it's all one. Mm-hmm. When it comes to Smino music, it's hard for me to separate the two because
it's such immersed into it. Like the vocals and all this stuff is paired with the beats.
Yes, exactly.
Like it's a package.
Especially the way with him doing melodies. It's not like he's rapping. When it's rapping, to me, it's easier to take the beat out than to have that. But with something like this, where he's, like you say, he's bouncing off the walls of the actual instrumental itself, and you see what pockets he's going in and out of. Which I do commend him for doing these pockets. But that's really all I could give him, because sometimes I just be like, I can't really pinpoint what you're talking about. I can't really hear the lyrics as well in terms of like just audibly. Not like saying it's not mixed well. It's just like you're doing so much right now. I'm like, it's hard for me to catch up. And it's kind of like when Chance does that one thing, but Chance finds his center at times. To me, Smino doesn't really have that center unless he's going into the hook sometimes. And for me, I just don't like that. I like the energy that Smino gives, but I also don't like it. Because to me, it's too high energy. And it comes off, like I said, it comes off bubblegummy. It comes off soft. Like, I don't know, like how we talk about Chance when he does the lullabies or whatever type of flows, that's all Smino to me. And I'm just like, I can't get down with that. Like, I can understand if someone likes that. I can't. But I can understand if someone likes it. But for me, I don't enjoy it. But if you like Smino, you'll probably like this project. Yeah. Because this is a stereotypical Smino sound.
Yeah, the people that I know like Smino, they're enjoying this project. I haven't really seen anybody dislike it on my timeline.
I've seen people who aren't Smino fans not like it.
They didn't like it?
They're not Smino fans. They listen to it, they didn't like it.
Okay, yeah.
But the people that I know are Smino fans, they love it.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
But they wasn't saying nothing crazy like, oh, this is better than Love for Rent.
Yeah.
Like, they wasn't saying nothing like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that. But overall, man, you know, Smino, you do your thing, bro. I really would enjoy if you rapped a little more. You know I still love your quirkiness, but I when I agree with you. When he raps, when he stay in that pocket, it could be more listenable, I guess, for like the casual, somebody that's getting like not too familiar with what he does. They can probably like, okay, I can digest this, but
which is why I like some stuff off of Love for Rent and Noir. I think that's what it's called.
I think it's just a filler right here, filler project. I don't know, man. It's just, I think it was okay. 6 out of 10. 5.5, somewhere around there. It's not like the best I ever heard. I just feel like his past efforts was better. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with it. As a Smino guy, I like Smino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You the only guy. Well, you and the 99 vinyl dude.
Yeah.
and Russ.
The only guys you know like Smino.
Yeah. Besides that, I didn't see no man talking about Smino on my timeline.
That's Russ.
That's what I said.
Oh,
Except for
yeah.
99 and Russ.
Yeah.
Y'all are the only ones. But he just got into Smino.
Yeah.
I think that whole Twitter echo chamber side, they like Russ.
Yeah.
I think they all like you got to be. I don't.
Smino.
I'm trying to find a correct way to say this. The alternative black person would love Smino. The one that doesn't like adhere to a lot of. How do I describe this person? Is it called bougie patois? Whatever they say. Whatever,
Bourgeoisie.
whatever they be calling black people that think that they not ghetto and they stereotype, but they still like love those certain stereotypes of black people and stuff like that. Like they'll like, oh yeah, like I love Sexy Red being herself and doing this, but they wouldn't do it themselves. You know what I'm saying?
And me, I'm totally opposite. I'm a off.
But be you an outlier for a lot of things.
I am.
certain
Yeah.
things.
But I am like, I will align musically with like alternative black people because I listen to all type of stuff. Like I can like MF Doom and also listen to Smino and shit like that.
I think I
also
don't
listen.
think I think you're literally in the middle.
Yeah.
Because you would love this, but you could also love this.
yeah,
like
yeah.
you could love like the trap stuff, the stereotypical stuff. Even though you like it if it's high quality, obviously.
Right.
But you also love this alt stuff too. So that's why I can't put you with them.
No,
or
I'm not
make you
with
lean
them
over
at
to
all. No, I disagree with them about a lot of stuff.
That's why I thought you said you were leading over there.
No. I'm always in the middle. I think
Yeah.
I'm always in each like politically, socially, all that
You're
stuff.
independent?
Yeah, I'm in the middle. Like I'm the person that's lukewarm. I'm never cold. I'm never hot. I'm the person they hate.
You're the fence sitter, B?
Yeah, I'm the fence sitter. But
Sometimes it's all right
but the
to
fence sitter sometimes when he goes to the right or go to the left, he makes some noise.
I understand, B. But that was Smino's maybe in Nirvana. B, I'll be real with you. I don't think we're gonna be fence sitting on this Nettspend though.
Let's talk.
Nettspend's Bad A Effing Kid. First of all, I didn't know what a Nettspend was. I talked to my girl. She was like, Nettspend? She was like the card? I'm like, wait, what's that? She was like, a Nettspend card is like that's what people was using to back then, what he was using to put money on and transfer money from and stuff like that. Basically, they stopped it because it was scamming. I was like, oh, so I was scammed this whole album. That makes sense. I'm like, what am I doing listening to this? Nettspend, Bad A Effing Kid. He's a fair-skinned kid that's into that whole rage sound. He's
like 17 years old.
Yeah, and he sounds like a mixture of Lil Skies on top of rage beats. To me, there was no personality on here.
I feel personality on here.
I didn't. Because to me, I felt like this was like a dime a dozen.
Look, I'm going to compare the other YN, and this is the YW. I feel like this kid, I understand why kids like him more than if a kid of like a Richard Mary.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. I feel like he has character.
To me, he reminds me of Sui Gernez. I think that's how you say his name. Yeah, he made a song with Lil Skies.
Yeah, I think that, okay, lyrically, no.
Of course not.
Production is familiar. Ray's sound, some stuff like Filthy. I don't know if you know who, it's a guy, I actually brought him up on a podcast. Oh my God, Polo Peaks. He off some of these production. Another guy, Young Rari, what's his name? He used to make all these like, what's his name? You could talk, bro. I'm gonna think of it.
Yeah, for me, sound-wise, going into this project, I had no anticipation. I know some people were hyped up Nettspend. It seems like the underground fan base of like, for the YNs or the music of this generation right here, of Rage.
Black Craig.
Plug and B. Okay. They seem to be like half and half on him. Like people were saying some of his stuff get uploaded to Spotify. It was like, oh, he's losing his sauce, or like, oh, like finally Nettspend's going mainstream, or like, ew, Kai Cenat's listening to him now. I don't want to listen to, the kids are like very like wishy washy on a lot of these kids nowadays. And so going into Nettspend, I realized I have unk ears because this is the first thing I listened to. Besides, well, no, technically the Smino was, but in terms of the YNs, this is the first thing I listened to. And I listened to this, and I came out of this, I'm just like, okay, the first track was cool. Then I was like, all right. Then the rest of the album played, and I'm like, I like the last track. And I don't know if I liked it because I knew that this was the end, or this is an actual good song. like I said, B, I realized I had unk ears because I'm just like, that was a bunch of noise.
Yeah, it was.
It was a bunch of noise. And to me, you didn't have that character in that for me, based off of the other rage music that I've heard. Because this rage music, I'd say in this era of like artists, I feel like a lot of them fall to the wayside because like a lot of them sound very similar, which is why for me he sounds like a lot of these other guys I've heard before as well. So I don't know if he's biting off their style or if they're biting off his style. But a lot of these songs, like this,
I think they biting each other.
Oh well, of course, yes. But I'm trying to see like who came first.
I just say he had a little more character than Rich Amiri.
I agree.
That's what I'm comparing him to.
Yeah, if I'm doing that, then yes, I agree.
Yeah.
But this right here, for me, this was not it. This was not good. He's 17. He was like, yeah, I was pulling P words on the bus. I'm just like, that's
Yeah,
something.
so someone I smashed, I made her ass fat. I'm like, what? Well, look, my first thought, I was like, yeah, I'm a unk. I was like, I understand why Ice-T told Soulja Boy to eat a dick. I said, yo, Nettspend could eat a dick.
We got lucky is now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dang, I was thinking, I'm like, dang, I see why Ice-T told Soulja Boy to eat a dick. It's like, yo, you destroyed the culture of hip-hop, the culture of hip-hop.
This, Ian.
Bro, this was like, I was like, yo, that song, Tyler, when he was like, what was he like,
like Tyler. I was like,
what are you talking about? Hold up, bro. Do take like this, bro?
I don't know. I just asked him. No, I don't think he does. I think
like
I asked
this?
him, I said, you listen to this one? He's like, no.
Yeah,
That's what I said. These kids are like so wishy.
He like Rich Amiri.
I don't know. I think he knows some of the songs, but he knows like all of them songs. Like,
Yeah.
from the artists of that generation.
Because I know he's a little bit a part of it. You know?
He's a YN.
Yeah, he's a YN.
Yeah. He's in that YN era. Like he's the type where Juice WRLD is like his Tupac. Basically.
Yeah.
All that. So you know what I'm saying? So coming into this album right here, I didn't know what to think of it, and I was like, maybe I'm tripping. I was like, I love Cardi and all that. I'm like, but I don't like this. I'm like, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's just because, maybe it's because he's fair skinned. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm giving him a harder time because of that. I went to the comment section of the underground hip hop page that talks about these underground artists, the biggest one. I went to it, and they was all crapping on it too.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so it's just not me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it's not me because I'm just like, this sounds so unfocused.
Yeah.
I went to the rack. I hit up Project Pat. I'm just like,
I feel like I'm featured by Gen X and all this.
I was
I'm
like,
what in the world?
me and my, I'm like, Project Pat's not from Chirac though. He's not from Chicago. I'm like, what? He's not living in Iraq. So what rack are you talking about?
I don't know what he's. Bro was just yapping on here, bro.
This is literally yap.
This was I played this for my coworker. I said, bro, it's been a slow week. You want to hear what I'm listening to? He's like, what the? He's like, what? I was like, yeah, this kid here.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, like you said, we got unk ears, this stuff right here. But I could see why kids like it, cause like, bro, we come from the era of Little B and different things like that. Like, I understand youthful feeling, and sometimes if you're not in that time frame of your life, you can't feel this. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I'm saying, you hear this, you like, it's noise. He's saying nothing of substance. He's just putting words that rhyme together. The production is way over his vocals pretty much. Like, I really don't. Some of the stuff I didn't know what he was saying. It felt like a lot of stuff was clashing. And then the producer tag was like, we're going to this party or whatever. I'm like, what is going on? What is she saying? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, yo, bro. And I listened to this like 5 times, bro. Like, I'm like trying to like put myself in that era when I was like 16, 15 years old. But sometimes it's hard. You know what I'm saying?
This is the type of music that if you're like a kid, 17, 18, maybe 16, you're playing Fortnite and you're playing the music, like you're on the game, but you're playing Spotify through the system. So it's coming out of the TV.
Yeah.
This is that type of music right here. This is the only case that you should be listening to this. You should not be bumping this in the whip because it's loud and it's just loud. Like, this don't bump for me. You know what I'm saying? This don't sound good to me. It's the unk ears. This is like supposed to be played while you're playing Fortnite. You're playing the game, and the Spotify is also on the game as well. You're playing it out of your TV speakers.
Look, I'm just looking at some of the artwork on the cover. It's like, I love narcotics. I hate you.
Yeah.
Word is a what in the world?
I'm not trying to look at anything on there, but yeah, this was not good. B, does he have room to grow?
No. I think this kid is not gonna go anywhere. I was thinking, I'm like, okay, my son is 4. This kid's 17, 10 more years. My son will be 14. He will be 27. Like, will my son be like, yo, like, I listened to Nettspend. I'm like, yo, I remember Nettspend when he was 17 years old. And I was like thinking like, no, I don't see that. I don't think he's going to last long. Like, what will he grow into, a rock star or something? That's pretty much what they do. Like, that could be his path. Especially as like a young white rapper. His other way he can go path is like the punk rock or something. He has another culture he can go to. That's the only thing I can see.
He gonna make the Post Malone transition.
Yeah, he could.
He's gonna do what his culture usually does, bite off our culture and leave.
Hey, he could. It's just, hey, if you do, bro, I wouldn't be mad at you.
Hey, as long
I'm
as you don't
like,
stay over
I'll be
here.
like, get out of here.
Black people are gonna be mad for no reason. Y'all didn't listen to him anyway.
Yeah, this kid was trash. I should have never spent this.
Yeah.
Like I said,
when you put this on the docket, I was
it's
so
a slow
surprised.
week, Lo. I was like, yo, let's talk about something different. Let's maybe get some kids want to talk about it.
I respect you, B.
I was like, man, I don't even think some kids will look for a Nettspend review. Like, will they? Will they go on YouTube and like, who talked about the album?
The reactions and stuff like that.
Yeah, we don't do reactions.
I know, but we might get mixed in them.
But yeah, you could just say this, yo, Nettspend, you can eat a.
Nettspend, because of the origin of your names, I feel like it's very fitting. I feel like I got scammed listening to this. I got nothing of value. I was not entertained. This was a whole bunch of noise. This is Sage signing out because this was, besides that A-Hype Chaos 3, I can at least hear you. But that's the only positive I can give you.
Bro, I can be your dad. That's crazy.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, I could be if I had him as a young guy, young kid, I could be your father.
Would you want to father a kid like this, though? Making music like this?
I'm going to just chill. I ain't going to say that. I don't want to disrespect his parents.
Well, he's a bad AF kid.
Eat a dick.
I was going to say something, but I don't want to.
TV.
I try to be PC. I was going to say something that's going to go way off the line.
I'm Ice-T right now, bro. You know what I think about Nettspend? Nettspend can eat a dick. I'm sorry, you probably have to blurt this. So
Oh, I am.
You got to keep at least one in there.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
What? Just one.
I got to keep one in there? Where?
Oh, my bad. Pause. Nettspend, bad effing kid.
Yeah, this was bad. I can't say don't ever do this again because I'm pretty sure kids are streaming this. He had the nerve to put out another version with an extra song on there.
What that song was?
I don't know. I think it's called Leader. I was like, don't do that ish again. So yeah, that's about it for the music that we've been that we're reviewing this episode. This week was very
The wackest weeks of the year.
yeah. But let's go ahead and get into the hip hop discussions part of the show. Is Dave Blunt's disrespecting Big Mo? I did not expect this to be a conversation on the docket.
Yeah, it was just, I think grabbing for straws for discussions. I saw a lot of this on the timeline. We are Texas natives, Houston natives, in the area, man. We understand what goes on with the Houston culture, understanding Big Mo. And also Dave Blunt is a new up and coming rapper that's fat.
Talks about lean.
I'm sorry, bro.
Look, what's funny? That's one of our most viewed videos in the past few days.
Yeah, I saw that because Dave Blunt is pretty a hot topic right now.
Yeah.
And one thing about it, I just saw a lot of people saying he's disrespecting the Moyo, you know what I'm saying? Bar baby, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, B, what's your thoughts on this? Because I feel like Dave Blunt is just a fat rapper in a sweatsuit. But Propane did have a point with the purple stuff logo.
So
that came after the fact he found out about Big Mo.
Yeah. No. So let me cook. It's time for me to cook.
Cook it up, man.
Big Mo, Dave Blunt. They got one thing in common. Well, two things in common. One, they're both big. Well, no, three. They're both big. Very big dudes.
Well, Big Mo's dead, so.
Well, he was a very big dude when he was here. Yeah. Two, they rap about codeine. Yeah. And three, they're melodic. But I gotta keep telling these people from Twitter, Big Mo and Dave Blunt, they do not sound the same.
But they think he cosplaying him as the look as well.
I don't think so. Because we've seen all his other outfits on the radar.
RP Big Mo.
Yeah, RP Big Mo. RP the Bar Baby. I don't want to say nothing disrespectful, B, but it's like, B, no one was saying this when that On the Radar freestyle came out. Mm-hmm. No one was saying this on his album covers. Mm-hmm. B, he has a song called My 600 Pound Life. He knows that he's big, first of all.
That's his marketing tactic.
I've watched 600 Pound Life. I've watched more than 1 to 2, 3,
Disgusting.
a lot of seasons. Because me and my girl used to watch it avidly.
Yeah, I used to watch some of it.
It's on HBO Max.
TLC, baby.
Yeah. If you watch that, they all wear them big old jumpsuits.
They have no choice.
They're big. They don't have regular clothes like us. Like, I know I'm a big dude as well. Shout out to the big dudes. But I'm not like that though. You get what I'm saying? I'm not to that degree to where I gotta wear them type of outfits.
Yeah.
But when you that big, it's hard for you to find clothes in that size.
Yeah.
And you gotta get clothes that stretch.
They got special toilets and all that.
And so for him, the one thing I'll give a little pushback on. The purple stuff on Dave Blunt's sweater or whatever, the sweats, it's similar to Big Mo's.
Yeah.
But this is the thing though. Do y'all think that Dave Blunt came up with every single thing?
Yeah.
Who do you like? Just because it's on him doesn't mean that he designed it.
Yeah.
He probably saw it and he was like, oh, that's cool. He probably had someone market it and someone typed in purple stuff, PNG. Someone like, oh, there's already one made. Let me take that. You guys got to realize, first of all, Big Mo ain't that big. Well, you know, not pun intended.
He could walk around. He could be able to walk and.
No, I mean, he's not big as in popularity.
Oh, okay.
Big Mo was not that big popularity wise. He's not, B. People outside of the South don't know who Big Mo is like that. Unless you were keeping track of like Houston music back then, you don't know who Big Mo is. And I hate to say it like this, Houston be acting like they Wakanda with everything. We gotta keep the vibranium to ourselves.
Yeah.
Negro! Y'all, what?
Oh, y'all who ain't heard of me. It's the
Goat
devil
song.
is-
Goat album.
Yeah.
Classic Houston album. But y'all gotta realize, as things go on, and see, this because Houston's now getting a little bit of shine because they came up with something.
What's that?
I'm saying, no, they didn't.
Oh.
No.
No, they did come up with the.
come up with the actual medicine.
Oh no, they made it a thing.
No, yeah. But I'm saying it's because one of those things where it's like now it's like super trendy, like the Big Mo thing specifically. Because let's be real, B, they want to get on him because he's drinking codeine. That's all he talks about. No, if you listen to Dave Blunt's music, he's talking about all types of drugs. He's talking about popping pills, taking Xans, spinning the block. He's talking about all that. If anything, he's more akin to a Juice WRLD.
No, he's a Juice WRLD.
sonically
He's a
sounds like
Juice
Juice
WRLD
WRLD.
baby.
Exactly.
He's a Juice WRLD day. Wait, you heard what he told Snoop Dogg?
Yeah. Get off his got my nuts, Snoop Dogg. Hey, you guys mind me singing? Got my nuts, Snoop Dogg. I heard people mix. Yes, no.
Yeah, I saw it. They was like, yeah, no. It was people's like, yeah, no, like I don't. Hey, yo.
My thing is this: Houston gets one time to shine, kind of. They act like, oh, they're stealing everything from Houston right now. Houston.
I'm telling you, Houston is like the baby Atlanta, bro. They think everything come from them in some way. I'm like, bro, relax. I think a lot of like the whole like region wars and stuff like that, because I hate when they do this, right? Like the whole like, oh yeah, New York did this, California had this. Oh, in the South, what do the South have? And I feel like that's what the South be fighting for a lot of things. But my whole thing is Texas, Georgia, all these places. Yes, we are the region of the South, but we're different individuals. We're not a monolith when it comes to. I'm from Texas. We have a different culture than freaking Georgia. But when you go New York, that's a whole freaking state.
Let's be real. When we talk about the West Coast, we don't talk about California.
You talk about Cali. It's as a state. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I hate when they do that. Like, no, bro. This dude's from Iowa. I'm pretty sure he's never heard of Big Mo. I'm sorry.
It. Like, Big Mo isn't as big as people think he is. Just because someone's big here, and that's where they think they have this inflated sense because it's always playing on the urban radio here, so it must mean it's playing everywhere. That's what I
Because I remember growing up, I thought Houston rappers was everything because that's all I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? So.
Same. Until I started naming, oh yeah, I love UGK. People when I went to college. Who's that?
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my favorite rapper's Bump B. Who's that?
Yeah.
That blew my mind, B.
My favorite rapper used to be Lil Kiki.
Who was that? I'm kidding. I have a vinyl of his downstairs. But yeah, like, you gotta realize in terms of like legacies and things being created, that stuff gets passed down, and after a while, the actual original source / creator gets lost in time. Like Big Mo, legend in here, but to the whole scope of hip hop, not a lot of people bring Big Mo up, talk about Big Mo. Like
if Dave, what's his name? Dave Blunt was freaking skinny and had the freaking sweatshirt that said purple stuff and talk about lean, nobody will talk about it.
Well, but B, he also has the, no beard. He has the buzz cut, just like Big Mo. He cosplaying as Big Mo.
Bro, he's a
I
kid.
just think there's, I just
and
think
his hairline receding like Big Mo's was.
facts. I mean, when you, when all that fat clogs up a lot of pores, you know what I'm saying? Not everything can grow. Yeah, and so my thing is this, and people don't get design. People don't get that these artists have teams. Someone most likely came up with that design. Dave Blunt saw it. He was like, "Oh, that looks cool."
Yeah.
And you gotta think, as someone who is into like graphic design a bit to make thumbnails and stuff like that, you're gonna look up logos on Google. You're gonna find one. You're gonna be like, "Oh, no one's using this," or "Oh, this looks dope. Let me put something on top of this and make it mine." Everything the rapper does, he doesn't know about. Like B. I'm pretty sure there's so many things that I've done on here in terms of like making like the logos and stuff, and you probably didn't know like, oh, how did I make that? Where did I get it from? Stuff like that. So it's like one of those things where it's like stuff gets lost in time, stuff gets lost in translation. I think it's very believable that he did not know who Big Mo is, and the fact that he was respectful going about it, saying like, "Yo, I didn't know who Big Mo was until 2 weeks ago."
Yeah.
R.I.P. the dude though. He was like, to me, he's a kid. B. He's like what, 19? He's not even 25.
Yeah, bro.
He don't know who Big Mo
is.
is.
It is what it is.
Houston just trying to have a little bit of fame. Look, in my head, I was like, well, not in my head. I said, don't talk about it. Y'all want to big up all this hate for Dave Blunt. Y'all didn't talk about Kurt Cobain's album that came out this week. This year. Y'all didn't talk about the singles that he came out with this year. Y'all didn't talk about Bum B doing Trill Static. I didn't see none of y'all sharing that. But y'all want to talk about so much hate. And y'all
That's
like y'all
what
just
drives everything. Hate, bro. That's the pillar.
And that's why y'all are stuck in the era of music that y'all in now, because y'all don't want to support other people doing different things. I didn't see no one talk about that Maxwell Cream album.
Yeah.
I didn't see no one talk about it from Houston. Houston people, this is Houston. But when Houston people actually doing something, crickets,
Yeah.
y'all don't actually want to support. Y'all leeches. Y'all just want to hate. Y'all want to hang on to Swisher House and Rap a Lot Back. Y'all just want to hang on.
Go tell a B, it's over.
Facts.
It's over.
It's done. Once we're gonna reminisce about some of those Houston albums that came out in 2005. We're gonna reminisce on them for the 20-year anniversaries.
Yeah, next year.
But y'all gonna realize that y'all run was short lived. Y'all wasn't running ish. Y'all are not as big as y'all. Look, they acting like they Atlanta. Y'all not. Y'all not.
Bro going in on the H, bro. Hey, yo.
I love Houston, but Houston people got to calm it down. Y'all don't know nothing about music. Y'all think Big Mo's the pinnacle of music that people just out here trying to copy him? I love Big Mo, B. Bar Baby, classic Houston album.
Yeah.
Not classic hip hop album, classic Houston album. But B, it's not as big as they think it is. Stop it.
Man.
They acting like everybody here was a T.I., a Jeezy, a Wayne. No. Half the rappers that's still rapping now coming out with albums and they not doing nothing.
Hey, man, City of Syrup is a classic, man. Come on, B.
There's some classics that Houston got, especially during the 2005 era. They was killing it. We gonna talk about them albums next year.
Who?
But B.
Shout out to the young man.
Y'all didn't even talk about the goddamn posthumous album by Big Pokey. I don't want to hear y'all. Shut up.
See, this is wild, bro. That's Twitter, B. It's Twitter people. Twitter people are slow.
Twitter Houston people are
Hey,
slow.
Oh yeah, they slower. But now when I go back home and stuff, I hear the music. People talk about it. My
That's
family,
it.
them, you know, they went to
That's
the Big
it.
Mo's, Big Pokey's funeral and like waiting all that, bro. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? They support their artists. That's one thing about it.
Yeah, but I'm saying when it comes to Twitter, they want to support the hate over actually supporting the artist. That's
I
my
agree.
problem.
I agree with you.
Because B, did you know that Kurt Cobain came out with an album before I did it in What We've Been Jamming?
No, I will never know if it wasn't for you. And not many Houston people pop up on my timeline.
Lil Kiki came out with an album this year.
Who?
Lil Kiki. I talked about her earlier this year.
For real?
See?
Yeah.
They don't know nothing, B.
Hey, man.
But they'll post that Slim Thug video real quick when he's talking about some controversy. Oh, they'll post that, though. But when he's doing something positive in the community, crickets. I don't want to hear nothing about y'all. Unless y'all going to share something good for once.
Hey,
God
bro.
dang it. Support the music that actually
We're
comes
about
out
to get
now.
the smoke from
Maxo
from
Cream came out with a dope album this year. Well, a good album this year, god dang it. And none of y'all was sharing it. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm tired of this, B.
Shout out to Dave Blunt's out here, young man out here killing it.
I can't put down the pad.
R.I.P. Big Mo, Houston legend. You know what I mean? Bar Baby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, big RIP to Big Mo.
Yes,
To
sir.
go. Big RIP to a lot of people. DJ Screw, Pimp C's passing recently passed as well.
You say who?
Pimp C?
You say he passed recently?
No, his passing passed recently.
Oh, bro, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Either his birthday or his passing. I'm not sure. One of you guys could correct me in the comment section. But you know, people are throwing up like Pimp C tributes and stuff like that.
Right on.
But we
Sweet
also need to
Jones.
celebrate the legends that are still out here today.
Yes, sir.
And y'all not doing that. But I am on here. Even though they make warehouse music. But B, let's go ahead and go to the second topic. Andrew Schulz response to Kendrick Lamar.
So this was a very controversial for it split sides. It split people down the middle. You had Kendrick fans upset. You had other people besides Kendrick fans, just black people in general, upset with Andrew Schulz. And you had a lot of Drake fans saying Andrew Schulz is cooking and all this.
You know I got to defend the Drake stands, right, B? Because I'm a Drake stan.
I got you, B. But to me, it's like when we talk about the whole Jay-Z thing and like women and men and all that, like the double standard. Like when it comes to black people, like Andrew Schulz saying that he will, grape Kendrick Lamar if they was in a cell alone, and only decision he'll have is if it's consensual or not. Sometimes it could come off as not as funny because, like, to me, I laugh at a lot of Andrew Schulz stuff, but to me, like, I don't think it was funny, but I'm not upset at him. Like, I know his approach to things, like he does the like kind of dark comedy, and I'm not gonna say that what he did is wrong, is bad. I don't agree with that, to be honest with you.
You agree with him saying that, or you don't?
I'm saying I don't agree with him being like wrong or bad. Like I'm not with the whole like, oh yeah, we're gonna hold their hand because he's talking about graping a black man or whatever. But like, bro, it's so much stuff we do across the board.
See, I don't like that.
Yeah,
because B, they wasn't saying that, and I'm not trying to come to academics' defense because I've heard that I come to his defense.
Yeah.
They wasn't saying that when Saucy Santana was threatening that.
Yeah,
they was laughing.
They laughed at it.
They was laughing at a gay black man talking about mauling another gay black man after beating him up. So that's battery and then sexual, misconduct.
So the whole thing is they bring in the race element of like, I guess the term of like buck breaking, of like what the slave owners would do to the black man and demasculate them in front of the other slaves and stuff like that. So they bring it into the roots and stuff like that. And I'm like, I understand. It's the double standard with that.
I don't understand that concept for this situation.
Because it's a thing to try to make like, oh, I'm a bigger man than you. No, I'm saying him being white and him being like, oh, I'm taller than you, I'm bigger than you. I can show you that I'm more powerful than you right now.
But I don't want to say it like this, but literally Schulz said it in the clip that I watched. He was like, he's like, Kendrick's people that he walks around with, oh, they could beat me up. They'll stomp me out. He was like, but Kendrick himself, they was like, oh, I got him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And also what I'm saying, what he's doing is he's saying, oh, Kendrick's smaller, like, I gotta take him out. But I'm like,
Drake was saying the same thing.
I'm saying you can't. To me, I don't underestimate anybody. You know what I'm saying? I beat up some tall people before. They probably thought they was gonna beat me up because I'm smaller than them. But, hey, you just never know. Overall, I just didn't think the joke was funny, and I don't understand the outrage. I understand the outrage, but I don't get why we doing this. And I'm like, bro, it's other stuff that's we seen and just don't even care, bro. We laugh at, bro. We have been laughing at a CEO that's been killed and saying he deserved to die on Twitter. I've been hearing that type of talk. So I'm like, y'all upset about this? I don't know.
It's the victim mentality, B, and it's the whole racial thing because I hate to say it like this. I hate the talking point of, oh, you're a comedian. You could have made that funny. I hate to say it like this. His whole room was laughing.
Now, a lot of them sound a little forced at the end.
But I'm just saying, in general, when it comes to comedy, it's all subjective.
Yeah.
Like, there is no one-all funny joke that's going to make everybody laugh.
Yeah.
So for me to say that's like me, a good example, Coming to America. I didn't laugh not at all in that movie. Mm-hmm. So what am I going to say to that movie, to y'all? Oh, the jokes didn't land. Mm-hmm. It's subjective. Comedy is so subjective to different people. If it makes some people laugh, it did. If it didn't, it didn't. I just hate that fact of, oh, you just need to make better jokes. Well, you most likely weren't an Andrew Schulz fan in general. So you saying this is like you saying like, oh, this bad food that I take that I don't eat, that I've had before isn't good. That's like you saying that again. It's kind of redundant. Like you're not really saying anything new, and it's just new because he's the current hot topic, and everybody.
And a lot of people don't like Andrew Schulz. I like Andrew Schulz. I think he's funny. I watch Brilliant Idiots.
I like Andrew Schulz when he's bouncing off of someone else. I don't like Flagrant that much because I just don't like the cast.
Yeah, Flagrant. I tried to watch Flagrant, but they just, I don't know. They don't do it for me.
I only like Flagrant when they have certain guests that I want to hear.
Yeah, I watched the last one I watched. They had Trump on. I watched on.
Last one I think I watched was Academics.
Yeah.
So for me, I didn't really care. I didn't bring the race element in because it's Andrew Schulz.
Yeah, like, that's mostly what people bring in.
Yeah, and I hate that because it's just like.
Because one thing about Andrew Schulz, bro, he give everybody the business. He talk about all group of people.
But he talked about black women.
Yeah, you said he ain't talk about black women. It's like a whole thing of I forgot who mentioned this, but in this new modern day of like comedians, they punch down. Like they making fun of people that's already kind of down. So some people look at that like, you know, even with Dave Chappelle and stuff like that.
I think FD Signifier made it.
Yeah, so
like that
yeah,
Dave.
they don't like that. I guess that's probably where I heard it from. You know, because comedians back in the day, when it was, you know, the court jesters was making fun of the kings and stuff, the people that's high up. But now we make fun of people that's on the lower totem pole, and we laughing at people that's already like, you know, what they call them.
Minority.
Not minority, it's another word. Not disenfranchised people or whatever. It's another,
disenfranchised
Yeah,
people?
disenfranchised people and things like that. So that's like the punching down element. It's like it's always a double side. Like I understand and I don't understand. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm always in the middle. You know what I mean? Because I understand why people could be like, "Dang, why I'm already down? Like, why you kicking me some more?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's Kendrick Lamar. Like he's way more known.
No, but it's not that. It's from the element of the black woman
Oh,
part.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
You talking about the black?
Yeah,
woman.
I'm going from the black woman part.
Yeah.
It's just what comedians do now.
But I guess my thing is this: don't give it any attention.
Oh, B, you know that's not.
No, B. I want to be logical for once.
Yeah.
Can we be logical for once? If you don't like something, don't give it attention because then you're adding fuel to the fire. Because now Ice Cube's son, he said something to Andrew Schulz, and Andrew Schulz said, "Oh, Google
No Vaseline."
Yeah.
Because Andrew's not gonna apologize.
Yeah.
That's just not what he does. He's not gonna do it. And I don't
Like
expect
Andrew
him
Schulz
to.
is unapologetically him, and sometimes that can be funny, sometimes it's not.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna kill him for that joke because one, I didn't care. Two, he's not actually gonna do it.
Yeah.
And three, he tried to say what he was going to do in a funny way, but I think Twitter made it a bit more of a serious sounding take than it was.
Hey, bro. Yeah.
Who even knows Andrew Schulz?
Yeah.
I seen that take. Who is he even? We gotta blame Charlamagne for even letting him into the culture and having a voice and thinking he could speak on it. I'm just like,
Oh my god, here we go. But
he's had rappers on this platform.
because he's a hip hop fan.
But B, he just got into hip hop though. You didn't hear him talk about hip hop before. The takes I see on Twitter, it's a cesspool of stupidity. I don't agree with the Drake stands either. I agree with them to a degree, but I don't agree with them all the way.
I don't agree with nobody all the way. You can't.
I
At that point,
don't
you're a
agree with
sheep.
them all
That's
the
what
way.
I'm saying. That's why, like, I know you don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, if
And
you
that's-
do, you're a sheep. If somebody agree with somebody all across.
I don't agree with the Kendrick fans. I see where they're coming from.
So you never agree with nothing they say?
No, I'm saying I don't agree in this situation.
Oh, in this side.
In this situation. No, I'm specifically speaking in this situation right here. I don't agree with them fully. I understand where they're coming from, but I don't agree with them.
Yeah.
Like, if you're offended, yeah, but also, that's comedy. Yeah, someone's going to... There is no one catch-all joke where no one's going to get offended.
Yeah. And I remember I said this years ago. I was just saying, like, yeah, we could put all this stuff in a blanket, cover of, like, oh, this is comedy, it's comedy. But we're at the age of, like, hey, man, some stuff it could be freedom of speech, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff you're just going to have to pay your consequences for. You can't just say anything you want. It is what it is.
Yeah. Freedom of speech equals freedom of consequence,
Yes,
or whatever.
sir. You can say what you want, but you can get your mouth.
But also,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, Merry Christmas.
But hey, I mean, he went back on Brilliant Idiots and Charlamagne, and then was joking about it.
Yeah.
And then, he brought his topic up of, not Charlamagne, but Schulz brought his topic up of, y'all talk, hip-hop talks badly about women all the time, so and so. And I'm just like,
see, I can't.
this is a cherry-picking situation. I'm just like, not all of them do that. And then they're
Yeah.
like, but Kendrick is the one that doesn't do it. I'm like, all right, he's not just the one.
Yeah, I can't.
There's
yeah,
a few.
I can't.
But I don't agree with the sentiment. If you just want to go against Kendrick fans or the people that are, going against you, yeah, go ahead and do that. But
That'd be. I don't
don't
like
blanket it all
yeah,
over
I don't like.
hip-hop.
Yeah, I don't like that argument because at that point you're like, hold on, what are you?
You
trying
stereotyping.
Yeah, what are you saying? That could make people look at you another
See,
way,
that's
yeah.
the kind
But
of where
that's like a.
like I got people's side on that once that later
That
came
came
out.
out,
Though.
yeah.
That came out like a day or two ago.
Yeah,
though.
now that's I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I did because Charlamagne, Brilliant.
I barely I haven't watched the episodes come out on Thursdays and Fridays or something like that.
I have no idea. I saw a clip of it.
Yeah, I listen to them when the time I don't have anything to listen to, but I've been keeping up, but I haven't seen the recent episodes.
I follow this one guy on Twitter. He uploads all like messing
clips.
and drama stuff.
And I barely click clips sometimes, but I just be like, I don't want to hear everybody talking about it.
Yeah, same. It can get annoying.
Yeah.
That's all that was on my timeline. I'm like, if y'all don't like him so much, why is he on my timeline?
Yeah.
Every single scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now we got the last topic of the episode. Complex's top 2024 albums. It's time for us to react to it, B.
What's up?
Shout out to Kirko for compiling this list. Number 10, Schoolboy Q's Blue Lips. Number 9, Gap Year by Layla. Number 8, The Death of Slim Shady by Eminem.
Alright.
7, Cowboy Carter by Beyonce.
Alright.
This is such a pandering list. Number 6, The Thief Next to Jesus by Ka. R.I.P. Ka.
My guy.
But you know why they put him on.
Yeah,
come on. Like, I'm not saying that he's not deserving to be on this list.
No, we're
but
not
we
saying
know
that.
why they put him on this list. Because look at everybody else on this list so far. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, no disrespect to Ka though. I haven't heard the album myself, so I can't judge.
Amazing.
But, I've heard only great things. But also, Complex putting Ka on here right after Beyonce and Eminem.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Number 5, Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. And Ka's right after this.
I haven't finished this album.
This is the one that got pushed to me real hard, and I'm like, yo, Spotify, please stop.
They got Doechii in the top 4. Okay.
Number 4, Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii.
Bro, who
It's
are
a
they
good
paying?
album,
It's payola, bro.
By Doechii? TD.
They paying me.
They are forcing it. I mean, I will say this. They have great marketing behind Doechii. We say this every episode, I feel. Look, Doechii's a new Diddy on the podcast.
Yeah, it's so crazy about, like, I like Doechii album, but I'm like, I
feel
didn't
like-
expect it to get this much, like, money behind it. Or like this much push. You know what I'm saying? So,
The agenda. Number 3, We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin. Number 2, Chromacopia, Tyler the Creator. Number 1, GNX by Kendrick Lamar. Me personally, I think Chromacopia is a better album. But I think GNX had a better moment behind it.
and I think it's more replayability for me.
I agree. But I think as a concept, I think Chromacopia is better.
Facts.
But I mean, overall, this list is the Pandora Awards.
All these lists be pandering to me. Because you know there's
Exactly.
money behind it's politics.
I want to know, what are they pandering to for Layla, for Gap Year to be up here? I'm not trying to say like
She's
this.
a Nympho baby, bro.
Yeah, because we talked about the album. If you want to check out the
Nobody
review,
talked about
go to
this album
YouTube.
no more, bro. This was like a forced pick, putting Layla right there.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's like, oh, self-produced and self-made by her. But like I said, Jayla Darden does the same thing. So then why didn't y'all put her on there?
Yeah, probably
And she's
know
been,
who she
she has
is.
way more of a discography than Layla does. I'm not trying to put one person down and pick the other one up, but it's like, if that's the criteria, there was someone else who's doing that better, and that's had that actually has better songs. We've talked about Gap Year. We wasn't too.
Yeah, we
favorable
reviewed
of
it, yeah.
Yeah, Layla being on here.
I thought they'll probably have Rhapsody on here, or like a probably Glorilla project or something.
I
before
think
Layla.
Rhapsody would have been on here if she would have had that freestyle out before.
But Glorilla album got way more praise than like Layla Gap Year. I thought that'd probably be on here more than if you want to force a woman on there.
Yeah, I mean, or Lotto's album.
All Lotto's, but I
Or
don't think it
Meg's.
has more praise than Glorilla had. Like the female rappers besides Doechii, I think Glorilla's was second. And album wise, it's much praise I've seen
Okay.
around.
I think I've seen Megan, and Lotto's get
More
the
than
same.
more than Glow.
No. I'm saying get a lot of praise
Okay.
as well. But yeah, Cowboy Carter. I don't want to say it like this. To me, this is like the album that fell off the quickest out of all these albums. Because I didn't see no one talking about it until the whole not Grammy country situation happened.
The CMAs.
Yeah, that. Futures, We Don't Trust You makes sense, especially with a list like this. You want to keep your connections, grease your
Yeah.
hands and all that type of stuff. Doechii's on here. TD is going to work with that payola. Billie Eilish, you need to have a pop star on here, I guess.
Yeah, but Billie Eilish is like the number one.
I thought it
She's
was
like,
Sabrina Carpenter, to be real with you.
what, bigger than her?
Right now, because it seems like she has a lot of steam behind her,
Oh.
especially with the clips that's going on viral.
Bro, them nasty men you talking about?
No,
clipping
well,
her?
but the clips going viral, and also like her album being, because I
Billie-
always see her album cover.
Who-
Like I've seen, no, I believe Billie Eilish is the
Yeah, I
winner.
just want to, yeah, Billie
But I think
Eilish.
Sabrina Carpenter, because it's happened in the last quarter of this year or the last half of this year, she's had a way bigger push.
Yeah, Billie-
Because now instead of Billie Eilish getting pushed onto me, Spotify pushes me on to Sabrina Carpenter, and I'm like, stop doing that.
Look, this girl's insane.
Billie Eilish has 104,877,462 monthly listeners.
She's insane, bro.
Now, B, we gotta see what Sabrina Carpenter is pulling in right now.
Nah, she ain't on her level. Yet.
No, I don't think so.
Nah.
80,368,855 monthly listeners.
It's crazy,
B, imagine how much money you're raking in.
bro. But I see nothing but nasty men be trying to like gawk over her, bro. Just gawk.
I see half and half.
Yeah, I'll be like, y'all are just.
I see more so topics of like, why would anyone let their kid go to a show like this?
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know what she raps about. I mean, well, sings about.
Sweet espresso, looking at me, I oh, some CEO special. I came in late.
Okay, DJ.
'Cause I'm a
X.
singer.
So, you feel like that she should have replaced Billie Eilish?
No, Billie Eilish, bro, is insane.
You
Her
feel like-
album got a lot of praise this year.
Yeah, no, I seen people
I feel
talking
like
about that.
I just feel like Sabrina had like that pop song. Ooh, I look at that. my girl loved that. I showed her that song and she won't stop playing it sometimes, bro.
Word for word, bar for bar. I want y'all to know.
It's a perfect Target song. I be in Target like every day. That song is so catchy. I came in late.
So, B, if you had to reorder this list anyway, how would you do it?
I will put, let me go back to it real quickie. I will put GNX at like probably 6. My number 1 album probably would be Chromacopia for me. Bro, why is my freaking watch going off right now? Like it's going stupid. Freaking TBH is live streaming right now.
Shout out to TBH.
Shout out to TBH. I put Doechii probably at probably like 9. I have Cowboy Carter at like 10. Blue Lips would be like top 3 for me. We Don't Trust You would be bottom like 7. Kai would be like top 4.
You said We Don't Trust You would be where?
Like 7. You know, I don't like that album. Only why that album on there is because I like that. Take Like That off that album, that thing is nothing. Nobody will care. That album got the Drake and Kendrick package.
Still in number 1.
If he would have never, for all your dogs getting married, nobody would care. That's all. I woke up. That's all everybody was talking about.
Hey, Drake. I mean, Future didn't even know who
I
he
didn't
was
hear
talking
him-
about.
I didn't hear-
Future felt disrespected, B. I don't
I'm a
wanna hear
big 3. Hey,
Like-
Future's stupid.
He didn't know what was going on.
He probably really didn't. Oh, he was talking about Drake. I didn't know.
Yeah, them wicks is getting a bit too thick.
What
back
about
there.
you, B? What would you do?
If I'm rating it overall, number 1 would be. I'm going based off the albums I've heard, which is like almost half this list. No, I think the only 2 I haven't heard was Billie
Yeah, the only
Eilish
album I
and
haven't
Kai.
finished was Billie Eilish album. I heard all these albums.
10 would be Cowboy Carter. 9 would be 9 would be Cowboy Carter. 8 would be The Death of Slim Shady. 7 would be Layla.
Why? Look at that. Oh.
Doechii would be whatever number is after that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Blue Loops will be after that. Then I'd put GNX, We Don't Trust You, and Chromacopia.
All right. I ain't mad at you.
So my number 1 would be Chromacopia.
Same.
2 would be We Don't Trust You. 3 would be GNX.
Yeah.
Those would be my top 3. And number 4, Schoolboy Q. Number 5, Doechii.
Yeah, I dropped GNX to 6 just because I don't care. Even though I listen to that album like every day.
I haven't went back to it since.
I ain't went back to
the
Chromacopia since we reviewed it.
Same. But also, I'm trying to give myself a little bit of time away from stuff. And try to
Oh yeah, I'm
revisit
gonna come
some
back
stuff.
to it. I did a review about it. Like yesterday, I believe, on the IG. But I didn't re-listen. I listened to Saint Chroma. That's it.
That's the intro track, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
What's that? Nord Paradox.
Uh-huh. With the slaughter. But yeah. B, you got a little tweet to close us out with?
I don't be. Nothing piqued my interest this week. Not even nothing for my boy Kiko this week, bro.
No, he's been on a run.
Yeah.
You know
I think I've been missing it on TikTok. I ain't been on there. I said TikTok on
Yeah,
Twitter.
Twitter. I know what you meant. I guess I have my little Twitter rant.
You got Twitter rant?
All you hip hop people is soft.
Oh yeah, I
Whether it be
forgot.
rappers or journalists. Mm-hmm. Now, I've been on Twitter this weekend. All I've been seeing, I've been having my fun as usual. Because that's where I have my most fun with Twitter. It's on the weekends. And this week, Elliot Wilson, to be exact. He posted the bigger picture.
Little Elliot.
Yeah, Lil Elliot now. 1 T, not 2.
Yeah.
He posted the best new hip hop show or whatever. It comes on at 10 a.m. I was like, second best, Elliot. I said, the BBC boys got y'all beat.
Yeah.
Boy blocked me. he was already following me. He's retweeted some of my stuff.
Yeah.
Only because I was talking about whatever he was talking about. But he blocked me, B. I thought he wanted to compete.
Bro, he said you ain't competition, so he blocked you, bro.
Oh, because I don't have a big machine behind me like Uprocks or Hip Hop DX. Oh, I'm sorry that we're making it do. CB, we're the true underdogs.
Yeah.
We're making it do what we do with what we got.
Yeah, Elliot,
They already got a machine behind them. Highly produced. They got producers, B.
Mm-hmm.
They probably don't even look at the topics. They probably already got a little topic list. Jeremy Heck does his little Jeremy Heck thing. Glaze and just find topics to talk about. That's the Drake cast, because that's all they talk about, Drake and Kendrick. They can't go an episode without mentioning one of them.
They got an insider right there, bro. They got all the insiders. Elliot and DJ Head, bro. I rock with the show. I listen to the show.
No, I do too.
Yeah.
I have nothing wrong with the show.
We just don't like that you blocked my boy, man. Like, come on, Elliot, what's wrong
my
with
thing
you,
was
bro?
this. You say you like to compete. Mm-hmm. I said that y'all the second best. Block me?
Yeah.
Charlamagne said far worse about you. He said you didn't even deserve to be on the list. That's crazy.
Bro said you got a platform, Elliot. Elliot, I am the platform.
Twitter's my platform. Elliot.
I'm on Twitter too.
No, but I'm just saying, like,
I know.
I forgot everybody on Twitter is a journalist. So
Yeah. Everybody that talks about music or movies or anything or news or anything is journalists.
Yes. And my second topic. So recently, I guess NFR did some little ranking or whatever of albums that came out this year. There's an artist of the name of Uncle John.
Uncle John.
Uncle. He has an A in his name. He recently said, I'm tired of these white people talking about hip hop or whatever. I said, why don't you just support the black creators then? My tweet started getting some traction. I promoted us on there, saying like, yo, we talk about all this stuff, we talk about music, and we black.
Blocked you, bro. And
B,
Uncle
did
John,
I say
I'm very disappointed in you, man. You my guy.
Did I say anything disrespectful, B?
Nah, you didn't, bro. You just stated a fact, and it was just like, yo, bro, hey, come on. And it was positive. Like, look, you don't want to rock with them? Hey, go some stuff you can listen to. We black, and we talk about hip-hop music.
I don't feel like I said anything.
But we do disrespect it sometimes, too, though.
We get disrespectful sometimes. But we talk about the music, though. We don't talk about the person. So I don't think that's disrespectful if we just talk about the music.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, be real, if people were to say something about the show, and y'all were to keep the critiques on the actual show,
yeah. And not with the ad hominem attacks.
yeah, the personal attacks, cool. First thing they want to say as soon as they disagree, your little podcast.
Yeah.
The guys shouldn't have mics or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
hey, we need to put tariffs on mics.
hey, we already got mine, so we're good.
Hey, we got them already, bro.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I just think hip-hop is getting a bit soft. I don't think the actual music content itself. I just think the way that these rappers move on Twitter, the way that these people
A lot
move
of
on
people
Twitter.
that's artists, bro, they're sensitive, man. Sensitive about their things. It's always been like this, bro. Just now we get to see it.
I don't like it, B. I think it's trash.
Yeah, I can't.
Look, and I didn't say anything disrespectful to either of those two.
Yeah.
I'm here to compete. I'm here to just tell you the truth. I've been saying this so long this year, B. Support the black creators. Y'all want an actual black hip hop platform? I've been saying this for months now. Support us.
Yeah, man.
And if you don't want to support us, there's a whole myriad of people y'all can support. But instead, y'all want to only prop up the hate. Y'all don't like NFR. Okay, then don't listen to NFR.
What if NFR was praising your album? You say, yo, these guys know.
Oh,
hip-hop.
just like that white guy was with that Uncle John dude?
Yeah.
He got called out for that?
This guy knows what he's talking about.
I can't believe he blocked me, B. Because people's like, hey, yo, Uncle John, why are you quiet under this? Blocked.
He told one dude to SMD, suck his ween.
He probably wanted that for real, though. That was probably an actual invitation.
Oh my god. Yo, I still love your music, man.
Hey,
Uncle John.
I'm getting more like Hicko, man. Like, the antics that you do outside of the actual music,
Starting
it's starting
to
to affect my view on people.
Mm-hmm.
So now because of that, I can't listen to your music. Because now I know that you feather made, man.
I don't even think you'll like Uncle John music.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that you're saving me time.
Yeah, I don't think you'll like it.
Yeah, well, either way, I mean, I don't like his antics, so
Mm-hmm.
whatever you're repping in your music, and if it's supposed to be authentically you, I wouldn't like it then.
Yeah. It's so crazy getting to this and we have all these like situations with rappers and artists and stuff. Never thought I ever be in this position. Like it's like when they say don't meet your idols.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. So
Yeah, it's just revealing a lot, B, because the antics, man, it will make me not like the music. It'll make me not want to check your music out. I don't.
yeah.
And I'm not saying like, oh, like I said, you gotta rock with our opinion or anything. I didn't say anything disrespectful. It's funny. I got blocked for some of the most respectful stuff I said.
Yeah.
The most disrespectful stuff I said. People they commented, but they didn't block me. Shoot, I'm still blocked by Daylight. I don't even know what you did. Daylight.
You must say something about Kendrick and he saw it. Popped up on his
B,
thing.
that's me riding to the fullest. If that's the case, if you saw me say something about another man and you felt offended about that,
That's his guy.
didn't you tell me he crapped on stage before?
He do some crazy antics.
But he wants to block me. Ain't he a battle rapper, B? Mm-hmm. But he blocked me, and I never even tweeted at him.
I don't know what's wrong.
He has to watch the show because I don't know if I say anything disrespectful about him on the show.
I don't think we ever talked about Daylight. Only probably on Might Delete Later. That's it.
But he blocked me. I had to search. I'm like, did I say anything about Daylight? Did I quote anything he said? I'm like, I can't find it. You guys are soft, man. And so is someone else who be chilling. I gotta get a little equality around here, B. I go hard on them, man. I gotta bring some smoke for the women too. Because sometimes I be feeling, man, I must be a misogynist. Now I realize all the men I go after, I'm like, nah, I be giving the equality smoke. Smoke for everybody.
No, this boy evil, bro. He talking about Albeed. You be wildin', bro.
B, I just stand on what I say,
Hey,
man.
facts. I'm the same way, bro.
Hey, because you just a female DJ Academics. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep it respectful.
DJ She Did Mix
Yeah, DJ She Academics.
Yeah, something, bro.
And then, I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
Nah. I finally saw a girl. She talked about Jay-Z. After all of her absence, all her hip-hop tweets going
hey, I saw that too. It popped up in my sub box.
I was like, oh, so now you want to be hip-hop again. Now that CNN don't want you on that platform no more.
Working on that book.
I hope not. What do you know about magic? Get out of the culture. Oh, but that's it for my Twitter rant.
Hey.
I just wanted to get a few things off my chest on camera because I don't talk behind people's back. The same smoke I got for y'all on Twitter, I got for y'all in front of the camera.
And
I'm not trying to say that I'm trying to fight you. That's the thing with these guys. They don't want to fight.
Yeah.
Just because I offended you.
Where you at? I'm like, bro, come on. It ain't even like that.
Like, dude, like if you were ready to throw away your life like that, because, hey, I'm a punk. I'll sue.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, that's another defamation.
Yeah.
I'm
about to be over 30, bro. I'm not fighting no more unless somebody's trying to hurt my family, bro.
And plus, I'm at that age where once I get me a little toolie,
yeah,
I'm definitely not fighting you.
Bro, I haven't fought in a long time.
I haven't either, and I want to keep it that way. I'm a grown man. I got other things to worry about.
Yeah, I'm not for the fight.
Look, I need my hands to work perfectly to edit these videos.
And a touch on your girl.
I guess.
Yeah. I'm talking about touch on theirs.
But that's about been it for another episode of Beyond Beats and Culture. Let us know what you think about this episode down in the comment section down below. You can find us on every single streaming platform, whether that be YouTube, which you should be there. That way you can see the daily clips and content. Let me see. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music if you're nasty enough. Leave a 5-star rating on any of those podcast streaming platforms and comment because the comments are available. Rate us and comment. But come to the YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there.
I can smell it.
I can taste it. Oh, I can taste it. But besides all that, if you are an up-and-coming artist and you want to get your music heard, potentially, because it's not a guarantee, we do have a Google form that you can fill out down in the description down below where we might check it out. There is no guarantees, but also you can't be sensitive because we will tag you on Twitter. We will quote it. We will give our authentic, raw opinion.
And if y'all see our latest submission review, don't get discouraged. Hopefully, if you don't, are on his level, you won't have nothing to worry about. So that's all I want to say.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody who does submit their stuff. And shout out to you if you do want to submit. Just let us know. And don't forget to follow us on our social media handles as well. And our playlists are also in the description down below in our link tree as well.
Yes, sir.
B, you got any last closing notes?
Man, I'll just say, bro, like sometimes everybody don't agree with you. Everybody not going to like you. But come on, bro. You don't have to block me. You know what I mean? That's all I want to say.
I know. You got blocked me over disagreement? So weak. But my name is Chase the Dark Sage.
I'm T.
Peace.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.